I'm stoked that he's going for the half team setup as opposed to the bare minimum. So doing for a little bit of an upgrade.
Okay. Yeah. And that's only offered for FQN team members, really, right?
No, it's it would be offered for. I mean, it's just rare that somebody would want that.
Okay.
But it's like if someone wants to pay more money to get like the whole team, like basically they want to hire our entire team and have us focus on and prioritize their business, then it's just very expensive. The other thing is that like, and so for me that would be like, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars, like at least $3,000 a month for something that's small like this. For something bigger, and they want something bigger than our team, it's going to cost even more money because we would have to hire more people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, it looks like there's like 5 people in the session. They're all in anonymous wombat, dragon, anonymous iguana, turtle. Um,
What are you
I
talking
I have today's notes.
Oh, you mean as far as all the people who are like looking at the notes?
Yeah, but I think he did open it up. Anyone can join, right? So I don't know who else is maybe showing up, or that's.
I don't know. They can also see it on YouTube too. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Does it show up on YouTube? The client notes and everything?
Yeah, I always link the notes.
Oh.
So if you go to the YouTube video, you click on the YouTube video, and the link to the notes is like right there.
How would I go to the YouTube video?
Well, let me just give you the link to the channel.
Okay.
So we have a couple YouTube channels, but this is just the YouTube channel for what I call like just Jay's community work.
Okay.
So I'll just pop this in our chat. So do you have any other questions or anything before we get started? I mean, we'll be getting started in just a minute here.
Not really. I saw your agenda and I'm just linking I'm linking the Gantt chart right now.
Oh, nice.
And
Yeah, I
then
was about to do that.
get agreement. I think we have a draft agreement here. This is the sponsorship proposal agreement. This is sponsorship.
Oh, the sponsorship proposal, we're not going to go over that.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's not the agreement then.
Yeah, the agreement I already linked in
Oh, let me see what that is.
Line 7, yeah. Topic 2.
Scope agreement. Oh, I see. Okay.
The basically the whole like sponsorship proposal, that is a separate thing that is something that we're being paid to do for Alberta.
It's on. Okay.
Oh, sorry guys, where's this music coming?
I don't know. Is that coming from you?
All right. Hello, guys.
Hey.
Hey.
And it's 4 o'clock. Time to start.
Do y'all want to do like any little check-ins or anything, or should we just jump right in?
No. How's your father? Yes, it's just a checking for
sure. Good. I mean, I would say everything is moving forward for him to be out of the hospital tomorrow.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, so he'd be going to rehab for like a couple weeks, and then he potentially could come home. So it is. I mean, he still can't get out of bed, but other than that, he's eating and talking, conversing, doing his exercises, even though he can't get out of bed yet. But he'll be getting up out of bed sooner than later.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Very good, Jay. Thank you. So cool. Mel, how are you?
I'll start. I guess I took some notes here. I actually, thanks for the recordings yesterday. I listened to everything. And
Yeah,
so that
the
was
last one.
yeah, the last half. So sorry, I had to jump off quickly.
No problem.
Saturdays are kind of interesting.
Uh-huh.
But yep, yeah, it's kind of client related. It's a project with the Tibetans and buying a community cultural center, and it looks like they found a good property and they're moving forward with the purchase. And it's really a good cause group client. So that's kind of my check-in, and I need to sort out what kind of agreement moving forward. And even like, I mean, Louisa was in New York for the last week. Now she's back in Italy, but I need to work out several client relationships, and then on a separate call with you and Jay, not today, but talk about maybe somehow collaborating with whether or not it's SVG or FQN or something like that on these future client contracts, which I'm hoping to frame them all as retainers, you know?
Yeah.
So that's my little update, and not for today, but now that she's back in Italy, I told her that she was like, "Yeah, I want to learn more and stuff like that." I know the FQM portal. We have I know the setup, and we have. She's really committed to FQM, but we did talk about she interested in SVG or FQM. What does she really need? I need to.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Tell her to
Continue, Mel.
communicate on Discord.
Huh?
Tell her to communicate with us on Discord.
I know. Yeah. It's just that she was traveling last week to see baby daddy who lives in New York. So, anyways, I was like, okay, she took another week off, but then I'm hoping to just pick up everything right back and then just kind of see. So then over the next week, hopefully, hopefully she'll just join our team schedule, you know, which I've shared with her before, but now it's a little bit more updated. It's a lot more
Right.
updated. There's new sessions. Yep.
All right,
So
cool.
that's my
Yeah.
personal check-in. Yeah, and excited to kind of get forward with ACU today, and I like the agenda Jay proposed so far. Yep, check.
Cool. I had a just wonderful Sunday, and I'm in a super good vibe to have this session. I'm really excited, and yeah, I'm glad to hear your cool updates, especially that situation with Jay's dad, everything moving forward positively. So let's get started. Check.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
I'm proposing basically setting up with any questions and where we are now, and basically seeing if there's any questions
Amazing.
on anything. Make sure
Okay,
we're moving
Jay.
forward from there. We can jump right into the scope and then the budget, the timeline, and then just kind of get final agreement on the proposal, and then really move forward from there. So I mean, as far as like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 could go very quickly if basically there's not a lot of questions and everyone's kind of on the same page. We could just do that all in 15 minutes and get focused on moving forward. If we want to spend a whole hour on just going through every little detail, that's fine as well. Okay.
I mean, Jay, as client, I mean, what you're doing here is very amazing to see you do this for the first time, like amazing. So I propose you facilitate, and we try to get everything move forward, obviously as fast as possible, but when everybody's feeling that it's time to move forward. But yes, I mean, with your facilitation, how should I behave? Like as a client, is the client like, should I take notes? It's okay, I take positions. How does this part work? This is my first question, is a preliminary question, but
I mean, it's whatever you do, right? If I was a client, I'd be taking tons of notes.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
Perfect. All right. All right. So questions.
So the only other two topics
I don't have
that
access to this budget. I don't have access.
Okay, well, we're not going over the budget yet, but I can
Okay.
fix
Review
that.
timeline. Review gun. Review proposal. Perfect. What is ACU download? Hear more about the practice.
So,
Yeah.
so the other two topics is basically getting started on the actual, like understanding more about ACU and like building the documentation, just actually starting to learn more and understanding the practice and just jumping into it,
Yeah.
So that's definitely an option if you want to do that. And then the other one is really jumping into the sponsorship and getting the organizational side set up. There's lots of questions around that.
Yeah. If we go
The
into that.
weekly schedule ACU should be part of the agreement.
Okay. It's in the proposal, right? Proposal you made, I think, included the weekly schedule.
Yeah.
It's in it. Okay, okay, just making sure that we definitely cover that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the proposal already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we already covered it, and it's in the proposal, and we have 3 scheduled sessions per week.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's get started. I'm good to go.
And just so that is like not a big question here from Mel, let's just make sure that Mel has the current updated.
Here, I know I have it open. Here's the team schedule. Team schedule. Oops.
Yeah, I think Jay. No, Jay, you're currently on. You're currently on line 11. Yeah, just Jay and this man. Okay.
I'm just gonna put this on the anything topic line 21. Okay.
Yeah,
I have the team schedule open right now, but I mean, oh, I see. Never mind. Okay, go ahead.
yeah, just the proposal is already there, and it's
But
already there with
the proposal. Yeah.
It's already there with the updates that we made together.
Okay.
It still
Let
needs
me
to
read
be
it real quick.
I think there's one day that we changed, but I think it's pretty clear. Anyways, we'll get to that. That would be topic 5.
Let's make sure that's topic 5 later. Yeah. Here, I'll link it, the team schedule, which I have open to double check that I can attend how many of them and stuff, Okay.
So just
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So just to make sure we're on the same page in relationship to the primary session. So the primary session is scheduled for Friday, Saturday, Andromeda hour 2. So
I need to convert it in my brain to what time it is in my zone.
Well, everything's kind of moving. So it was 3, so it'd be 2 o'clock. Andromeda hour 2.
2 p.m. my Saturday.
No, wait, Jay.
No, you're Friday.
No.
Shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
2 p.m. my Friday. Yeah. Hold on, let me convert it real quick. And then this is my Wednesday. H3 is, what is this?
Sonic no, we're going to H2. Everything's changing to H2.
Oh, right. Okay. Sonic H2 is my Friday.
So Wednesday.
It's now. Sonic H2
Wednesday, 5 o'clock.
Wednesday. Sonic H2 is 5?
Like this is Sonic H2 right now. Right now it's Sonic H2. So 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
Oh,
Sonic
yeah. 8 p.m. Yeah, 8 p.m. Yeah. 8 p.m. Wednesday. And this is
Jay, all right. Also, Jay, can I ask you something quickly before we start?
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think this is like, I mean, if we like these topics, we can just get into topic 1 and go into over questions. But otherwise,
no, it has nothing to do with the session. I had a dream that finally I can fulfill, but the problem is that I created 2 Nike shoes. That there is the website on Nike that you can do your shoe, right? I created 2 Nike shoes. The problem is that they don't deliver in Brazil, right? So, so I wanted to to ask you if I can have them. It's only in the United States, so if I have them delivered to you, and then once they're there, you send them to me here in Brazil as a package. This is okay, or it's a problem, or what do you think? It's okay if I do that?
It's fine, but it's like I feel like we would just add it to our list of other priorities, right? To work on.
Yeah, I mean, it's not this.
It'd take like an hour, and we would just.
This is like live support.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm there, everything's ready to check out with your address and everything. I was waiting for your agreement to send them to you. They should arrive around the 3rd of July. I'm going to also send them to you to see if you like them.
Time to
Like them,
stretch.
you can keep one.
Please stop. And stretch and move
I'll
around
send
for
them to you
30
later.
seconds.
All right, that's okay. So, okay, perfect. There one is gold and red, and the other one is the same, but with the colors inverted. Okay, let's start.
Okay, that's good. I just reviewed the line 21 to 40. Okay, so this is, yep.
Okay, I'm ready to start with topic 1. Are we starting with topic 1?
Yeah. So are we all in agreement on these topics? Is there any
Yes.
objections?
No objections.
Any agreement? Okay. So let's go into topic 1. Preguntas. So what questions have?
I don't really have any questions. The topics
No? Do you have any questions?
all the details.
Yeah, I do have a question. Okay, I'm, hold on. So just, oops, this is from the anything topic. Oh, sorry. Okay. My line 15. Okay, so there's 3 primary sessions, right? What is the difference? Why is one primary? Like this is like everyone who's involved in the project should attend, and then there's a second session, or are they just all equal? Like if I miss 2 and 3, I don't know, like what's the point of first, second, and third sessions, you know? Or you're just numbering them?
No, it's a great question. So basically, what we are proposing for the work is that we are saying as a team, we are collaborating with ACU to make sure that there is a minimum of 1 session per week. In order to ensure 1 session per week, we're going to schedule 3 sessions per week. And the difference between the primary session and the other 2 sessions is that the primary session only only ACU is scheduled. So if you go to our team schedule on Friday, Saturday, Andromeda Hour 2, the only thing prioritized for that session is ACU.
Got it.
Right?
Okay,
Whereas
that's like the only thing.
We have the other 2 sessions. There are many other priorities that are also competing with ACU in relationship to what needs to be done. So
time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So for ACU Andromeda Hour 2 on Friday, Saturdays, we could still prioritize other things above it if we had like an upfront pay stop or we had something else going on that was higher priority. We can still do that because it's still a FQN session, right? It's still an SVG client work session. So it doesn't, we're not required to work on ACU, but we can work on ACU in any session all week. You know, we can always prioritize ACU at any time.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now that makes sense. Okay. Okay. My other question is you listed.
Wait, let's check.
Oh yeah, let Ate check in. Hello.
Hi
guys. Hi Mel.
What a nice surprise. Cool.
I wanted to tell you guys I will be there in the session before, but since it's 4 a.m., I wanted to be sure that I don't give
Yeah, cool, very
a
cool.
fake alarm.
Amazing.
Okay, I'm at 3.5. Lately, I've been working on the payroll, the recruitment, the accounting support, and
It's
other priorities.
not a main session, eh?
It's not a main session, so you can just tell us how
Okay.
you do like a
I'm
phone
feeling.
check-in. But yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, I mean, let's get started at it because you came late. So we already agreed on the
Yeah.
topic. You haven't participated in the other session, so this is like the final setup session. So I think we can move forward. Now we're doing topic 1, which is basically
So if you have, you can check out our focus and topics, and you'll be able to basically go through everything that we have prepared for the last almost 2 weeks, since June 1st. It's been about 11 days. So we're going to go through questions. So if you have questions off the bat, Ate, you'll be able to ask those after we finish with Mel. And then we're going to go through the scope, the budget timeline, actual proposals, so you can finalize and see how we want to move forward. Okay?
Okay.
Cool. All right. So Mel, back to you. More questions.
I just, for my own sake, so that I don't have to open up many documents, line 30 to 35 or other. I know. Thank you for listing the main agreement documents 1, 2, 3, right? And then these are just the other documents that this is the sponsorship document that I was asking about, and you said it's not relevant today, so I'm just leaving it there. And then Alberto had the spiritual framework, his own ACU document, and these are the other sessions. I'm just linking them there, but that's it for now.
My most important
Time for
document is I
breath.
call it the.
Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
So my most important document is the ACU client relations sheet, right? The ACU client relations sheet is where I put all of my notes for getting everything ready. And then from there, I've also created an ACU client management sheet. So that is the actual work, coordinating and organizing the actual work for the client, whereas the client relations is organizing the relationship with the client and the agreements with the client. So they're very different.
Where is that? Where did you link that?
But
right
guys, I mean, we're gonna go through the documents at one point. So do you have any questions about the scope, the client, or can we move forward?
No, we can move forward. That's fine.
I'm just doing this right under your list. So number 9. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay.
I added a topic of documentation if you wanna decide which documents we should all be using. I think that would be very, very good. Maybe.
Yeah, I just really want to know where, because like you already started a very good Excel line number 6.
No, but
Is that going to be
I
the
would
main
like to
sheet?
merge them in like the way that we do documents. So the main sheet. But I mean, this is a good topic that maybe we can see later, or maybe when we start. But yeah, I would like to start. So, do you have any questions?
Yeah, well, we would definitely want to have a main sheet, but again, the main sheet is not any of these other sheets. The main sheet is the main sheet for the organization, not anything else.
Yeah, I don't want in the next session for me to open up 10 tabs again and
I
then
agree.
Google which one, which is what I did today. It's like 6, 8 tabs. Make sure I have everything in case, Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I agree.
But we obviously we need an ACU main sheet. That is essential, but I still have some questions in relationship to the organization.
Yeah, I need to have the agreement.
Yeah, because right now we're actually not working on the organization. We're working on the work plan.
The setup. Yeah.
Exactly. So you're kind of a step ahead.
Okay, so we can begin now. That's just it. Yeah.
Jay, do you have any questions?
Me?
Yeah. Anyone have? Can we go to topic 2 then?
Well, wait. Let's see if Ate has any questions. Ate, did you have any questions?
I do have questions, but I believe my questions will be answered when we go through the topics from line 31.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
exactly.
Yeah, so overall, these are
I'll
just
just
kind of
pull up.
questions.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Yeah, so overall, these are questions regarding like, where we are now, what has happened over the last like 11 days, and like
All the
going
needs of
forward
the
now.
customer or the rest.
Yeah,
So if there's no other specific questions and related to the process we're going through, then I think we're ready to go on to the next topic.
Yeah, let's just go now. I'll ask my questions at the end if in case I'm not well clarified.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, you haven't participated first, so I think it's also good that, I mean, you let the session go, and then in the end, if you have still questions, absolutely.
Yeah, for
that we
sure.
address them. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, and part of inviting you is to give you the experience to watch how we finalize a client relations
Agreement.
session and agreement. So it's really good for you and anyone who wants to watch the video later as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Okay,
All right,
let's
so
just
let's
keep
go
focused.
to topic. Yeah, let's go to topic number 2. So we're going to review the scope and see where we are as far as understanding that the scope. So in terms of just, I mean, obviously what's this is an agreement between Social Value Group and Ambor Cosmic Unity, right? ACU. So ideally the agreement would be made today. We'll see if we can get agreement on it. And we're
So,
proposing
Jay,
that time.
Yeah, would you
Alberto.
mind reading the agreement?
Out loud?
Yes, I would love to. I haven't read it yet, on purpose.
I can read.
Today.
I can read the whole thing, but I am gonna also ask questions as you go along. Okay.
Yeah. Once we're ready to finalize, I would like to, if you could do that.
Well, yeah, I'll go through each part.
Perfect. Yeah, no, but in the end, if you could just read the whole document once, like out loud, I would love it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll read it as we go through it. Okay.
Yes. Perfect.
I mean, unless you want me.
No, you know best. No, I mean,
not about it.
No, you know best. I mean, because I haven't this scope agreement. I haven't. This is the first time I see it, and I did it on purpose. And yes, I mean, you know best. I would like for you, like in Italy, like we do with the notaries, right? You read the whole thing out loud. It's like legally required, and I mean, I like it. It's a good thing. So I wanted to ask.
Well, in this case, it's definitely not legally required, but
I know.
Overall,
I'm saying, but
if you want me to, I'm happy to read the whole thing before we get into it. But if we want to just go through it, we'll read the whole thing as we go through it too. It's like either way.
Time to take a break. Please write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
No, if
yeah,
you can
and I mean, most
read it once.
Yeah,
if you can just read it once before, so I can also maybe take notes and make on the document. If you can just read it once. I haven't read it yet. That's what I'm saying. You can just read it once.
Most of this was drafted last week, so I did a few updates, but it was all, it's just been around a week.
On purpose, I never opened it until today.
Okay, but do you want me to read the entire thing before we talk about it, or do you just read it and go through it while we're talking about it?
No, I would prefer, if you agree, I would prefer for you to just read it once, because I have never read it. So just read it, so I can also include some of white of yellow, eventually note things, and then once you read it, we have read it. I have read it because I haven't read it yet, and then we can go through and fix the details, and then we have it. That's it. If you think it.
Okay, so when I say, would you like me to read it before we talk about it? Is that yes?
Yes.
Okay, before we even talk about it, you just want to read through the whole thing. Okay.
Yes.
That's fine.
Thank you. Yeah.
So let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break. When we come back, we can read through the whole thing and then go through it. But there's one other thing that would be helpful for me.
Yes.
Is that we had that other random session this week. If you could link the notes to the random session where we talked about the study. So if you want the study included, I didn't want to just like randomly do it from memory, and I just couldn't remember which session that was from. So if we could just link those notes and like organize that so that it's perfect and correct, that would be much easier than me just like randomly putting it together, because we already wrote out the whole thing during that session. Okay.
It was the asset session.
It was an asset session. Is that why I got so confused? I'm like, we talked about that during assets.
It was after
That's
the
fine.
asset session, I guess. And then Mel, you remember that we met after where I updated you and we talked about the schedule as well, right? I believe it was that, right? Do you remember when it was? It was the day after the red alarm. So
Yeah, I have it. I
maybe
have
I'm
it.
wrong.
I think
But
I
I
linked
think
it in the topics, right? Or the anything or the questions,
we
all
went
the
over
relevant.
that.
Hold on.
No, not the asset session. No, it wasn't. I don't know. When was it?
I think it was a
Her
question.
court date was on the 8th, so there was a 7th, right?
Okay, I'm gonna look at the October start time.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so let's take a 5-minute break. If someone could link those notes so that if we want to add in the study, I just want to make sure I just copy and paste it exactly as we talked about it instead of just making it up. Or we can read it. But anyways, that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break. When we come back, we're gonna read the entire scope and then go from there. Sound good?
Yes, perfect.
And this obviously is gonna take a longer than we originally, but that's fine.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right, 5-minute break.
And it's 4 o'clock. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
I'm back. It's somebody recording because I didn't hear like recording. record.
Should
I'm gonna
have
record.
live. We should have live streaming going on.
But I didn't hear it when I jumped. Because you didn't stop it. I get it. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Jay. All right.
Well, you did find the notes. That's good.
Yeah, it's there.
That's the only thing we need to add in. So.
Is everybody back? Mel, Ate?
Yep.
All right. Jay, we're all yours.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I think a plan is to
Read the document.
Yeah, just read the scope.
Yeah.
Whoops. Let me take a quick look at these notes. Was it just topic 0 or something? I did see these notes. I just didn't
Schedule.
see
No, it was the topic schedule.
It was under the topic schedule?
Yes, under the topic schedule, topic 5 at the end.
Jeez, no wonder I couldn't find it. Okay.
No problem, Jay. That's why you have me.
Well,
I mean, go.
It was because we literally didn't follow policy on that one.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Okay. So I will add this in and then we'll go from there. All right. So I'm just gonna read through this document first. I'm gonna kind of summarize some parts, and then
I would like to read
from
every
there,
word. It's possible.
You want
Otherwise,
me to
I can do it. Otherwise, I'll do it. You want me to do it? I will read it. So.
I mean, I'll read it verbatim if you want me to.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want, I would like for you to read it if you can, but it's also like a meaning thing. But if you want, I can read it. If you don't want. But I would like to read it every word. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'll read every word if that's what you want.
Yes, thank you. I would like it.
All right, so basically, I'm gonna get started right now.
Yes.
So this is eventually we'll link to the ACU sheet and the proposal where we agree to this. So whether it's a proposal doc or just the notes, it's fine. So this is the scope agreement between Ambor, Cosmic Unity, ACU, and Social Value Group, SVG. And the agreement will be made ideally on today. The time tracking would start June 1st, 2023. Parties to agreement. This agreement is between the following: Ambor, Cosmic Unity, ACU, and Ultra Super Amazing USA Inc. Alberto Borgi. I'm sure I got your name. I think it's a U in your name, right? Borgi. And related entities.
Borgi.
And then it says Ambor Cosmic Unity ACU. Then we have Social Value Group, FCAM Community Network, Community Life Network, World Collaborative Transform Community, WCC last week, where I guess we could kind of take out all these nonprofits because there's only really nonprofit here. And related entities. Our mailing address is PO Box 20175, Stanford, California 94305. All right, agreement benefits for ACU. Overview of benefits for ACU and related entities. Sponsored program setup. Set up the simplest, smallest, clearest program for legal and event purposes. Organizational framework, structure, and equity. Sponsorship proposal.
Time
drafting.
for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
So that's the sponsorship proposal drafting. For the program documentation and co-creation, which, well, I'll just keep writing. Help documenting and building design of the practice. Organizational profile, organizational identity document for or 1 to 2 pager. Identity, purpose, mission, vision, and present it all on a simple web page or website with a beautiful landing page and the link to the professional PDF we could create together. Event planning, support, and raising money, drafting, advertising, marketing, and posting, evaluation, assessment model setup of the practice and professional goals, recruitment, outreach, sales, follow-up. And then we also talked about helping document a scientific experiment on Alberto's finger bones and present as an addendum to the practice documentation. So this we're going to expand upon. Collaborative team support, 1 to 3 sessions per week, team plan, project management, and timeline for deliverables. And then we always add up membership and direct allocation of community equity for all clients. This is just like a standard. Every client gets an allocation budget to the community project area of your choice, also standard for all clients. And then there's also a laundry list of future potential benefits, including organizational structure and policy setup, treasurer or secretary responsibilities, efficiency needs are set up, social profit and social assets creation and management, token setup, financial fiduciary support, social networking communications, other general administrative support, and much, much more. All right, so then we're going to go through each individual benefit. So we have the sponsored program setup. SVG will coordinate and oversee the process of updating and getting agreement on the ACU sponsorship proposal. This will include organizational framework, structure, equity, and make it is simple, straightforward, and quick with the ability to evolve and make changes in the future. Program documentation and co-creation. This is the priority focus of the agreement. Through multiple sessions and collaborative creative experience to document and build common public understanding of the practice for a final, simple, beautiful web page with a link to a professional PDF. Many team sessions will be scheduled to oversee the documentations, co-creation, and presentation of the practice to the public. We have scheduled 3 sessions per week with the plan of having at least 1 session weekly. Event planning, support, and raising money. After the program has been documented and presented publicly, SVG will support the scheduled in-person event with outreach and sales to help raise money. As we get closer to the event, we can get into more detail on how to support.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Helping document a scientific experiment on Alberto's finger bone and present as an addendum to the practice documentation. SVG's role is non-scientific and would help to organize and present the scientific documentation professionally on the website. And there was one other component here, which is a professional timeline log of all steps that occur in the experiment, an immutable, unchangeable log, real-time cryptographic, verifiable stamp that Alberto would have no control over. So it would be verifiable. Collaborative team support, 1 to 3 sessions per week. SVG is providing collaborative team support to the level about half of our team. This can ensure that at least 1 session per week. This can ensure at least 1 session per week and will also allow for 3 scheduled ACU sessions per week and the topics at other various sessions within SVG. SVG is committed to creating a team plan, project management coordination with timeline and for deliverables to meet ACU goals. Membership and direct allocation of community equity. Amber Cosmic Unity ACU will become a full voting member within the FQ Community Network if there is interest from individuals as an organization. Amber Cosmic Unity ACU will receive various forms of community equity within FQ Community Network, including client equity and other future equity opportunities. For more information, please visit communityequity.net. Allocation budget to the community project area of your choice. Along with other benefits, this agreement entitles, look at that, I missed one mission within. Well, there might be more. Could be more than one. This entitles Ambor Cosmic Unity ACU to an allocation to the community project area of your case of your choice, based on the costs associated with the work. If your invoice is paid in full, any funds that are paid over and above our costs of operation do not go for profit, as we are a nonprofit network, and therefore go to the project area of your choice. The more that you pay us above, we are a social profit network. The more you pay us above the cost of the work and running the organization, the more we are able to allocate to the community project area of your choice. Our primary goal is to help raise funds for community projects. All right. That is the current entirety of Ambor Cosmic Unity ACU benefits from this agreement. Additional benefits can be added as needed through new or updated agreements. Agreement benefits for SVG. Overview of benefits for FQN. Overview for SVG.
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
All right, quick 30-second stretch. All right. Overview of benefits for SVG, FQN, and related entities. Compensation at $2,250 a month. Potential fundraising for community projects once back pay invoice is paid. Potential for extended agreement, increased benefits. Potential for social assets if created. And empowerment into decision making if equity is given in exchange for value. All right. The compensation upfront pay of up to $2,250 per month. Held in escrow. Back pay based on costs. Reimbursement for receipts and costs. Opportunity for potential future client support services, legal support services, $1,000 plus per month. Social profit and assets services, $500 to $1,000 per month. Budget and financial services, $500 to $1,000 a month. Social communications, $500 to $1,000 a month. General administrative support, $500 to $1,000 a month. Cost breakdowns for other options and more. Potential fundraising for community projects. In our goal of fundraising for community projects, Ambor Cosmic Unity can play a vital role in helping build fundraising opportunities. Once the back pay invoice is paid, a certain percentage will go towards community fundraising. Potential for extended agreement and increased benefits. SVG will have an opportunity to extend the agreement with increased benefits. This could include more time, more money, back pay, etc. And I think this actually is where we put the empowerment for decision making if equity is given in exchange for value. That is the current entirety of SVG benefits from this agreement. Additional benefits can be added as needed through new agreements. Agreement details. This agreement includes overall work and is month to month and can be stopped by either party at any time. This agreement can be renegotiated based on options available at the time and to change the agreement accordingly based on new mutual agreement. Agreement timeline. Currently, this agreement would be implemented from June 2023 for approximately 3 months, with the possibility of extension for future months upon mutual agreement and monetary performance of the first event, or if a new agreement is agreed upon beforehand between parties. ACU payment process expectations. SVG operates its client model a bit differently than most businesses.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Funds are first put into escrow, then monthly invoices are issued to ACU, and then funds are transferred into SVG accounts based on invoice. Escrow funds are held in Bitcoin. Any funds left over within escrow can be returned to ACU after final invoice if agreement/contract is ended. All right, that's the whole thing. What does this mean? In escrow funds are held in Bitcoin in the best choice agreed upon month per month. What does that mean? And who's making that change? Hello?
Yeah, I'm doing that. I think we should leave that open, right? Or held in a choice, in the best choice that we like. For example, because the agreement say, okay, we need to make the payment. Let's have options. Let's decide what's the best. Right? It shouldn't be like something so strict, right?
Okay,
We want to be able to.
let's just start with that. So I'm going back to our notes. Okay, so if I go back to our notes, the question is options. I'm in line 40. Okay, options. And this is topic 2, right? Options for holding value of escrow funds. So the escrow funds need to have value. So the value can either be Bitcoin, dollars, it could be SIM, it could be Ether, it could be Brazilian real, right? It could be Euro, but it can't be unknown. It has to be something.
Okay. So let's make the options now. Okay, perfect.
You could make it. You could have diverge. You could have it root, but it's got to be something, or it could be a combination of things.
For sure, it's crypto, so you can take away any fiat. All right, so USDT maybe.
Fiat is also crypto. These are just options.
Yeah, BTC, USDT.
Yeah, so you can have, you know, Euro Tether or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't know there existed. Okay, thank you.
Everything exists.
The Verge root. Also, TML liquidity. I don't know. Maybe we could think about something that could benefit also our tokens, right? I mean, that's why I would like to keep it open.
The problem with I mean, I would say that T2
in crypto or tokens
is a problem because that would not be TML would not be escrow. That would be an investment into T2ML. It'd be investment into FQN co-op.
Okay, right. So when you say SIM, you say the SIM token we're gonna build. Okay.
Now inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
So it's very important for an escrow fund to be somewhat stable. It needs to be a stable value, whereas T2ML is just simply not stable. It's 100% at risk and unstable. Right. So
right,
there's
so
a
these
big
are the options then.
There's a big difference between being you know, at risk and unstable versus being volatile. So if it's volatile, it's okay. So Bitcoin volatile, it's fine, but it can't be 100% at risk and unstable because it's an escrow fund.
Yeah. So USDT SIM token, your token diversion root. Divergence would be TAD, right? TAD.
TAD is one of the diverged tokens. Yeah.
It's one of diversion root. Yeah, this perfect. USDT SIM token, URT diversion root.
What does that mean though? Like, are those the options? Are you choosing one, or you want to do like a split, or what?
No. These are the options that every month we decide how we can do 20 here. I mean, but every month based on the market or whatever, we want to put this. Since these funds are going to be there for 1 month, let's make them work. Like let's make the money work. So maybe at the end of the month, instead of 2,200, we have 3,000. I don't know. Cool. We have.
Okay, but again, if you want to create an investment fund that we're updating a portfolio every month.
No, it's not an investment fund. It's just that as a client, I would like to put these funds, since these funds are going to be blocked for 1 month, I would like to put these funds at work so that if there is as a client, if there is a loss, I would compensate the loss. If there is instead a profit, the profit goes to the co-op. It's co-op money. Once I put in it's SVG money.
That's just not how it works. It's an escrow. It's an escrow fund. That's all it is. It's just an escrow fund. It's not owned by us. It's actually your money.
All right, so upfront, but with the agreement that the money it is upfront, but we have agreement together that this money is put to value because they can be like the ownership is immediately of SVG, but with the agreement that SVG will use those funds once we have the invoice, and in the meantime, SVG is going to use those funds to try to make value for the SVG. So we can take away the escrow. Let's just put upfront. Finish.
Okay, so basically you're proposing to not
Time
use...
to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So you're proposing to not use the SVG/FQN client model for payments. Like you don't want to use it. You're gonna do a different model where basically everything's upfront payments.
Yes, upfront payments.
Okay.
But the funds, but upfront payment with the agreement that those funds can be used for the HR budget or whatever we want, SVG or the club wants to use them. Once we're invoiced, the client is invoiced and says, okay, perfect. And in the meantime, we will try once the client transfer, when I transfer the money, the funds, we will put them in a combination or one of these options here that makes the most sense at the time, at the beginning of that month, right? And we can move them, and then I mean they become FCB money. So yeah.
I mean, you're saying two totally separate things. So on one hand, you're saying that when you pay us, you want the money to go directly to SVG and have no escrow.
Yes.
In which case you have no say over how the funds are used. SVG will decide them. You understand?
Yes. Okay.
So the only way that there's even an escrow fund is if there is escrow. If there's no escrow and you want us to pre-value your invoice ahead of time or create another model for how we
what I'm saying is
then that is there's no
the following.
What? It's kind of more like a pre-voice, I guess.
All right. What I'm saying is the following. Right? Let's say there is $500 into wherever the fund goes, right? In the receiving
in SVG.
Yeah, in SVG. Okay, there's $500.
Huh?
Okay, then ACU at the end of the beginning of the month. So it's a wallet, right? SVG wallet, or I don't know, since it's all tokens. I mean, you know. So ACU sends $2,250 at the beginning of the month, right? Let's say that still in the middle of the month, right? SVG needs to pay $700 or something. I don't know. Okay. So in the account there is $2,750 now, right? But since this is an agreement we make, I mean, but legally, of course, but I mean, we know that our agreements have more value than any legal construction. So basically, there is 2,700, but since SVG has not invoiced ACU yet.
Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
She wouldn't be able to use $200. From this $2,700, she would be able to use only $500. The other $200, she either waits until the end of the month, so she invoices ACU, and this money, these funds are released. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so I mean, I only can think of two possible options that make sense to me.
Okay.
One is we do, option one is we do escrow, right? Option two, we do immediate invoice. So if we do immediate invoice, we will issue you an invoice immediately today for the $1,250 that you've already sent. Right?
No, I mean,
and we'll just send you an invoice.
No, for that I don't need the invoice. That's a cost of setup, so I don't need any invoice for that. I want to see the work, the invoice on the work, the setup.
But we're still going to create documentation that we've received the money. So if you don't want that, you don't have to take it.
I'm sorry. Okay, perfect. Sure, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
But then if we do option two and it's an immediate invoice for all payments, there's no escrow. Your money is SVG money.
Yes, exactly. So we have agreement today. We send the invoice tomorrow. I pay on Tuesday, and that's money for SVG. But my goal as client is that this money stays generating more money, stays working for 1 month, so that it works, right? Money works. That's how you make money work. So that this money maybe at the end of the month becomes 3,000, and as a client, I don't care. I don't care nothing. So what I care is that SVG put it in good use for at least once they invoice me for that money, so that my desire is that since they put it in good use, at the end of the month, SVG has another $750 because they put this money in a very good use. So as a client, I would like this money to create more funds for SVG in this way, which I think is just, because SVG would use this money only once they did the work, but legally this money is immediately in possession of SVG, so SVG can make this money work to make an additional profit on the client work, right? That's my idea. So, and I don't know how to structure it, but for sure, I mean, the money, I send it directly.
Okay, so I mean, again, let's go ahead and take a break here. But what I'm hearing you say is that you would want to decide how SVG uses their internal funds, but after invoice for 1 month.
I don't want to decide nothing. I want to have agreement if we want. Otherwise, I would give the money anyways. If we don't have agreement, there's no decision, and my decision is that I would give the money, no escrow. Think about it, no escrow. Money is SVG. If SVG needs it, as a client, I know I have 99.999% of confidence that SVG will do the work. So I don't need to have invoices. I don't need to do nothing. I send the money. SVG uses it.
You said you don't want an invoice?
No. I want the invoice, but
okay, cool. All right. So,
yeah,
anyways,
but it's not for payment. It's not for the payment. The payment I will do it upfront each month. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. So I need to take a 10-minute break or 15-minute break here. You guys can continue without me if you need to do, but option 2 is the direction that I would go here, because option 3, I don't think I would ever agree to pre-deciding how SVG oversees its internal money. Like SVG will just decide whatever it chooses to do internally with its own money.
Okay.
If it's internal to SVG. And then so if you don't want to have an escrow, that's perfectly fine to do a different model. And so then we just invoice you for the payment, and without the invoice, you don't have to pay. Okay?
Let's keep it simple, Jay. So this we don't need to go over again when you come back. It's just upfront pay, and then SVG decides whatever they want.
Well,
cool. Okay.
All right, so I need like a possibly 10 to 15-minute break. My neighbor has a little crisis, so. But I'll be back. You guys can continue in 5 minutes if you want to, but I just need a little time.
You want to take a break, guys, or I'm going to continue? Hello? Mel?
Yes, I think let's take a break, 5-minute break.
Mel already.
Are we taking a break?
Oh, we missed the break. I'm going on. So if you want to go on, I'm here. But,
and the break. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
I'll take a 5-minute break then.
Yes, sure. Amore, qual è il nostro SEPI aqui? 356000.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Somebody there?
Yes, I'm back.
Mel, you there? Mel? Did Mel say something or she went? All right, Ate.
So I think she's there.
Do you have any questions while Jay comes back?
I'd just like to know, just in a nutshell, what
I don't hear you very well.
So I'd just like to know, what does the client do as a business? What are we sponsoring?
The program, my spiritual practice. The ACU practice.
Spiritual
One.
practice,
Yes, the spiritual practice that I have developed.
and it gives money, right?
What? $2,250 per month, yes, for this work. I'm hiring SVG to develop the documentation and of this practice so that people can benefit from it, and then organizing a...
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, relax.
Please,
Yeah.
what do you mean exactly by spiritual practice?
It's a spiritual practice. That's what we're going to document. It's a spiritual practice that awakens consciousness, I believe, and it's easy, simple. I think it's natural for everybody to do it, and it's a 3.30 minutes practice, 3.3 hours and 30 minutes practice, 33 minutes and 33 seconds practice, and that I've developed in many years. I have done 2 of these practices already. Looking forward to do the third before the 18th, and it's really cool. I believe everybody can benefit from it without having any experience whatsoever of spirituality, yoga, whatever. I mean, it's just natural for you, for consciousness, for human beings, and I think it would be benefit a lot the world because it would for sure it would open the eyes to many people that we're living in a complete lie, and that human beings and consciousness is the most powerful and magic and incredible miracle of this universe, which is just us. The universe is us. We are the universe. That's scientific proof, and I know that. I believe that, and it's amazing because it's just amazing. And I want to share that because I've developed one of these practices, and I'm developing more, but one of these practices to a level where I have decided to hire SVG to help me document that, put it online, and then create this. Also do this event here in Brazil.
So is it like an ebook?
No, it's a PDF, 1 page, I think, maximum 3 pages, maybe 3 pages.
Does it have videos? Sorry,
No, no,
please can I
no,
have a link to do you have a website?
no, not yet. That's why I'm hiring SVG.
Hmm. Wow.
I just developed the
I
practice.
thought,
The 30th of May, I arrived to a point where I put together all the pieces that I've developed many, many years of practicing love and practicing spirituality and practicing good vibes.
definitely,
And
I definitely need to practice this year.
yeah, I mean, for example, the event is going to cost $999, but for FQN co-op people, it's free. For workers, it's free. So
Okay.
if you want to come, for you the practice is free, and I mean, we can see with the
Come
ticket.
to
Time
Brazil.
to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Because I want
so
to
do
have
you
this
mean come
event.
to
The
Brazil?
event is not the scope. The scope is the documentation. But the event is very important. I want SVG to help me organize the event, to sell the event, right, and to
Mm-hmm.
create an evaluation process after wrap up or follow up after. But then there is the practice, and the practice. I just want other humans to do this practice with me together, so that we can
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
perfect this practice even better, because this practice is needed in order to develop the other practices, which are the self healing and the no the auto healing and the self regeneration practices that I'm developing as well, and then eventually the cosmic master merge practice, which is something that I'm starting to feel, and it's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm really looking forward for you to be working on this and take it very serious,
I'll definitely
and
do.
and
Since you
come
give
to
me
Brazil in
money.
3 months. Yeah. Mhm. Yes. Because for you it's free,
If it
right?
is going
You
to,
don't need to pay the $999, but I will charge
yeah, I
for
just
that.
need to pay the flight.
Yes, basically yes. I will see that. I mean, there's no problem. We'll see that. But what
Okay.
I would like for you to do is to be working on this together. And,
Yeah.
yeah,
The moment it has to bring money into FQN, I'll definitely work on that.
yeah, yeah. I already paid $1,050, I believe, for the setup.
Already?
Yeah, because I'm hiring SVG.
Yeah.
SVG is yeah,
That's good.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah,
And
we
I'm gonna
definitely
be
need to
paying
try
two
the
thousand two
plan.
hundred and fifty dollars per month upfront because it's a 3 month first work that if everything is going to be successful, that I believe There's no way that.
Yeah, it needs
Then
to
it's
be
going to be a
suggested.
long-term relation that we will evolve. But for the moment, the focus is the practice itself. That's the practice. That's the documentation of the practice. Create a PDF that we put on our website, and that's the focus. That everybody can download the practice, and we want to make people try to do it, right? So they download and say, hey, this is pretty cool. I can do that. I can try to do that. And then we want to create some evidence of what Alberto, that obviously by doing that practice, you need to do it many times, but we don't know yet. This practice is so strong that we see. Well, that's why I want to document it, right? Because I want to create something documented that people can take and just try to do it and see what happens.
Time to
Yeah,
stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
Let's stretch.
okay. So you said it will be in a PDF form, not a video.
Yeah. Jay, you back?
No, I was the one talking.
Yeah, Mel and Jay, they left.
But Jay said he's coming back, right?
Jay says, remember, where is Mel? Mel,
I don't know. Maybe she just.
where is Mel?
She's on mute.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, Mel, where'd you go?
Hello?
Yeah.
All right, I'm back. Anyways,
Mel, are you there? I think Mel has some problems.
Yeah, she has some problem.
Hello?
oh yeah, there's
Hello,
Mel.
Mel?
Yes, Mel, we get you.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, where'd you go?
Yes.
I was here. I guess I don't know,
Couldn't hear
I was here and I could hear your conversation. Yep.
Ah, cool. Okay.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So Jay, I made a couple
Yeah.
of.
I just had to just go to the neighbor. Like we have like, I don't know, an 80-year-old neighbor who fell on the floor and they couldn't get him up. So I had to come pick him up. So
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was a little emergency, but it was all good. We crisis averted. She would have had to call like the 911 otherwise, you know? All right.
He might
Right.
still need to go to the ER or something like that just to check or something like that, you know?
No, I mean he was just in the ER, like he was just in the hospital. Like I think he got released from the hospital like a day or two ago.
Okay, well I trust
So
your
he's kinda-
judgment.
Yeah, he's kind of like in hospice sort of thing.
Okay.
So he it wasn't like a hard fall. He just very slowly fell because like his caregiver, his wife, was like not able to hold him up.
Can you make sure that, sorry, just one more note, like he ices the area because it doesn't hurt right away, but you know, if they fell, then icing it if they're not going to get it checked out, you know, or broke anything.
Yeah, I'll check in with her. We check in usually daily, so it'll be
Okay.
yeah. Him and my dad were both in the hospital like one exactly.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
They were like exactly one floor apart, you know, like in the same room. It was like so silly.
Wow.
But yeah, she's got it under control. He'll be okay. So anyways, Alberto, you were saying.
Yeah, so I added the date, agreement, Sunday, Monday, June 11, 12. Then, I mean, Jay. Hello?
We're good.
Mm-hmm.
So the Ultra Super Amazing is Ultra Super Amazing Ink. So user ink. That's the right brand. But I don't know, is it applicable here? I don't know. I would like just to concentrate on
That's exactly why we included it, because we don't know. And so in my typical model, I just include everything so that it's just listed there.
I don't know what USA Ink is gonna be, what it's gonna be. Let's stay focused on the ACU. I wouldn't even put Alberto Borghi here. ACU, which is at the moment is just an idea of Alberto Borges. We'll see what
the scope agreement is between Ambor, Cosmic Unity, and
okay.
Social Value Group, right?
Perfect.
But the parties involved in the agreement can be much more than that.
Yeah. So
right. So, for example, I could add the FQN collaborative co-op, right? Contributors co-op.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely add FQV. FQV Community Network, FQN Contributors Co-op, Jacob Cabrera, and related entities.
Exactly, yeah.
Perfect. Alberto Borghi and related entities. Mailing address, I added my mailing address.
But the reason why I feel like we need to have the ultra super amazing is because
Inc.
it's included. Ultra super amazing Inc. is
Inc.
because
Altogether.
it's included in the altogether. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's included in the sponsorship proposal.
Okay.
So
but
I mean,
doesn't create problems, because the other time I thought maybe created some problems included, but it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, basically, we just want to make sure we're covering all our bases, and there's still not clarity on exactly the relationship between ACU and USA Inc. So it's just, it's just better just to put it all in there, And also,
yeah,
this is
I'm hiring SVG also for that, right? To create a sponsorship proposal.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. So I think this is very good. We can expand this later, right? Helping document certificates current to be expanded later.
Yeah, the scope agreement is definitely easily expandable.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
I'm just like keeping the date simple. It's just like, June 12th, 2023, June, just like, it's just a date. It's just a Gregorian date, nothing special.
Great. I don't want Gregorian dates yet. Within the work. Yeah, the Gregorian dates are okay in the document, but as the agreement. You want to put the Gregorian date as the agreement date? Because for me is June 12th. For you guys, it's June 11th.
It just doesn't matter. It's just there for logistical reasons. There's nothing special about it.
Okay, that's cool. And then I added here agreement timeline in the end, new moon 18 June to new moon 14 September. It's okay. 3 months. No, it's going to be exactly 3 months. 3 months. Moon and June, new moon September.
I'm lost. Where are you?
Agreement timeline.
Okay, agreement timeline.
This is going to be 3 months, and then with the possibility of extensions, and we'll see. And then the funds here, I need your help. What can we? The funds are
we'll go over them. Let's just do one thing at a time. So, do you want to do the funds first or the agreement timeline?
No, agreement timeline.
Okay, agreement timeline. So for the agreement timeline, I was just saying that we're starting in June and then it's going on for 3 months. So,
to me, it's very important that it starts
June 1st. In terms of the time tracking, right? The June 1st is the time tracking start date.
Yeah, but that's like setup 0, right?
Yeah. So what do you mean by June 18th?
New moon, June 18th. So the agreement starts being effective at the payment can be done before. I don't know if you want to write before. It can be done Tuesday. Before I travel, I would like to have the payment done. New moon. You see, moon months. So I would like the agreement to be exactly from 18th June, 4 a.m. 37 UTC to 14 September. This is a problem. 15 September, there will be 15 September, 139 UTC. 15 September, 139.
So, I mean, for me, the general concept of the timeline, it's very, very just like general, and it's just like saying, okay, we're starting in June. It's about 3 months long.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
But as far as like, you know, ending it, our model is like it's a month-to-month agreement. Anyone can end it at any time.
Okay, I get that. But the timeline in this document should be very specific. September 15th.
But what is it a timeline for? Like, what exactly is the timeline? Like, I just don't understand what exactly.
I don't know. I just feel it should be. I want it so. Right. Okay.
Well, because maybe there's two separate timelines. Then maybe there's just the general agreement timeline. Then there's actually the program timeline of the planning and project management, which I think is what you're implying.
I don't know, Jay. I feel I want this like this. For 3 months, 3 moon months. I mean, it's okay. I understand we can always change everything, but agreement, I want to close it now, and let's, for 3 moon months, new moon 437 UTC 18th of June to new moon 139 UTC 15th September.
So why don't we put like, you know, project implementation timeline is new moon to September, like that? Because I mean, for me, that it's like, I mean, this is like so specific and so detailed. It's just, it doesn't seem like it has anything to do with just the general scope. It has to do with the specific implementation of like the day and exact minute of the implementation of the actual management.
Perfect. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Like I mean, obviously on our side, our goal is to not end the agreement. We want to continue.
My goal as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel this should be written on this agreement. I mean, as a client, I want it. It would be a deal breaker. Project management implementation time, new moon 437 UTC 18th of June to new moon 139 UTC 15th September. Perfect. I'm also going to make it bold. Okay. In here, I mean, what do you want to write? The funds are.
Okay, so basically, all of this just gets deleted, right? So you're saying that, you know, for ACU payments, we will process normally with a simple invoice or pre-invoice.
Time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
Can we keep going since you went away, Jake?
I can keep going.
Yeah, thank you. Let's close this. Yes, perfect. So just one thing is missing, the page numbers. How many pages? Let's see. Let's make it 7.
But anyways, I would just say the payment process, as you suggested, you just want normal payment process with simple invoice or pre-invoice paid directly to SVG and the amount calculated on a regular basis.
Upfront.
And like, there's no escrow, so there's no escrow.
No, upfront, before the beginning of the month.
Well, I'm just saying it's just on a regular basis. It would be based on when we do the calculations and the amount of the calculations, and then we would send the invoice. But we're not agreeing on the specific date or time or all that's based on the work that needs to be done to do the calculation and the invoicing.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect. All right, cool. I'm okay with this agreement. I agree on everything, and I'm ready to close.
All right, cool. So we don't need to actually vote on this until we get to the proposal, and it'll just be part of the proposal. Unless you wanted to do it a signed document, and that's just not necessary.
No, I want to do the way that you know how to do it. Yeah. I'm just saying this is okay for me. We can move forward.
Did you add the page numbers?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I think we're ready for topic 3 then, right? And is there anything else? I think we're ready for topic 3.
No, perfect. Topic 3.
All right, topic 3 is the budget, right?
Okay.
So the only thing missing in the budget is simply this adding this additional cost for this scientific experiment. But other than that, everything is more or less here. Nothing really to vote on per se. It's just, it's just part of our overall proposal and agreement and what we're working with. But it's not even necessarily like, this is just kind of our estimate. And then this would be elaborated on with, within each invoice.
Okay, so I would transfer 3,250 at the beginning of the month.
No, you would just wait for us to invoice you, and then you're going to transfer however
okay.
much you want. That's what you wanted. You said you didn't want to do escrow, which means that there is no transfer until the invoice.
But I want to do advance payment before the beginning of the month. And then at the end, we do the invoice. If I paid more, this will be discounted for the next month.
I mean, on our side, we do not want payment without invoice, because the invoice.
Yeah, we do a pro forma invoice, and then you do the invoice. This could be the pro forma invoice. Make the payment.
The what invoice?
Pro forma. When you get.
What is the pro forma invoice?
The invoice you make when you get in advance. The work hasn't happened yet, and then you do the invoice. Like I can show you an example. Pro forma invoice. Yeah. Pro forma invoice. This June 18th, 2020. Let's see how much was that. Can you see my screen? Can you share my screen?
Okay, I can see your screen now. Yeah. Well, no, I can't see your screen, but yeah, I'm looking.
Now.
Yeah, I can see it now.
So this is a pro forma invoice. Right?
Yes, I can see your screen.
This is not our pro forma invoice. One of our pro forma invoice. Here.
No, but basically it's a quote. Can you guys hear me?
No, it's a pro forma invoice. This is our company in Dubai. You see, description of good, manganese ore lamps, payment terms, everything is there. 20% of lot value. See, so they pay $56,750 in advance. But we haven't shipped these goods yet. Pro forma invoice.
Correct.
Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes. Now.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. Sometimes my mute is being weird. Okay.
And
or my
this
audio.
reference here stays the same. The invoice number, it's always the same for both the pro forma and the final invoice. Then you have the contract number, which you can have it, whatever. I mean, pro forma invoice, easy pro forma invoice, we just put the budget and then make the payments, and then you make the invoice with the same reference, and that's it.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's
Yeah, I really want to send money to SVGJ, so let's make it happen.
Oh, I mean, I don't think we should delay that process, but
Yeah,
I mean, I've never
exactly.
heard of that.
Let's not do that. Yeah.
I've never heard of it before, but it's basically clients request
And
an estimate.
Get focused on the session.
I'm also perfectly fine to just send the whole amount for the 3 months, Jay. I'll send you $10,000, then whatever. $10,000, then whatever.
I mean, for me, the only thing that would be helpful is, to have one invoice, right? So then you just do an invoice once, and then you have it all finalized, whether it's like describing the work that's happening or the work that happened. It still could be one invoice. But if you want to double the work and do 2 invoices for every single
I want to pay in advance.
But,
so you're saying
that's what an escrow is. You said you didn't want to do the escrow, which is
I don't want
how we always have done it in the past. So if you don't want to do an escrow, for me, it's better to just get the payment with an invoice that is the final invoice, as opposed to having to double the amount of work, because invoices is work, right? So I'm fine if that's
the
what
pro
you
forma
want.
invoice right here. You just copy this. We put it in a document. We call it pro forma invoice number, blah blah blah. Payment $10,000 for the 3 months in advance. At the end of the 3 months, we will make the calculation for the balance. Finish. And then.
What do you mean the calculation for the balance? What does that mean?
Like something like this. Where is that? Let me get the performa invoice again. Proforma invoice. Oh my god. Wait.
Like, because when I hear you say the calculation of the balance, I hear you say, like, if we didn't spend it all, then we would be returning some amount or something. I just don't. I'm trying to understand what you mean by the calculation for the balance, because typically that would imply that whatever is left over would be returned.
Okay, so let's see if it's written here. Provisional value, we would write $10,000, right? And then we can put down in the scope agreement the payment terms. So we would say the payment terms. The client pays the 3 months in advance based on the budget, which is $10,000. Then at the end of the 3 months, the client and FQV will sit down. They will make based on the final invoice, which can be only one. So in the end, we cut the work because we do 2 invoices instead of 3 or 4. So at the end of the 3 months, based on the invoice, if there is a more money to pay, the client will pay the money. If the work value generated is lower than the $10,000, the two parties will agree what to do with the money.
Stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Can you say that last part again?
Yeah, the payment terms would be the client will be paying the full amount based on the budget at the highest at the high rate, which is $10,000, and through the issue of the pro forma invoice at the end of the 3 months at the new moon, or I mean at least 1 week, or I don't know, whatever. When the final invoice will be issued by FQB, then if there is an excess value that's generated over the $10,000, the client accepts to pay that amount. Otherwise, if there is less value generated than what the client has paid to the foreign windows, the two parties agree to decide together at that time what they will do, because I mean we want to go on, right? We want to do a long-term thing. The money will stay there, obviously. But I really want to send $10,000 to SBG. We need the money, so let's send them. And I mean, I think it's good. I mean, this is going to be really cool. So no problem. Let's try to benefit all parties as much as possible.
Okay, so if there's, okay, so a couple things. One.
Yes.
If we are recognizing that there is, quote, an additional value not paid, right?
Yeah.
We would, of course, want to make sure that additional value is paid as soon as possible. And if we saw that after, like, say, 2 months instead of 3, or let's say a month and a half instead of 3 months, ideally we would do that earlier instead of waiting an additional month.
I mean, but the other conditions stay, right? We would still see this on a monthly basis, right? Because if we see, I mean, we want to the condition of the monthly basis, right? That we had before, right? What was it?
On the condition of the monthly basis,
No, I mean, at the end of the first month, we sit together and say, guys, here it's the work is we need to update the scope agreement, and it's not $10,000, it's $15,000. Every month we would review and evaluate and assess the work.
Breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Okay, cool. So then if there's less value, then you're saying that the two parties would agree what to decide to do with the money. So I mean, for me, it's a little vague. Does that make sense to you, Mel, or is that a little vague to you as well?
So let's write
There's
something like
two
this.
parties
If the parties decide to extend their agreement, otherwise the client would donate that as a bonus to SVG. Put it this way.
to extend the project or give as a bonus. That's very clear. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, but so, and the reason why I think that makes a lot of sense and is very clear is because typically in this situation, what we'd be talking about is an investment, which is much simpler and there's not as much paperwork. You know what I mean? So this makes a lot of sense. So it's basically kind of like a pre-investment agreement. And so under our policies are very simple as well. Is that first, let's say you make you send $10,000 of Bitcoin or whatever to SVG, right? You're gonna get exactly 10,000.
I know how it works, Jay, but this time I would like to move forward. I want to go to the practice, to the cool stuff. I mean, we have agreements, cool. Let's get over this. I want to send it.
But I mean, I still think it's important to make sure everyone understands how our client model works.
Oh yes, of course.
It'll only take 30 seconds to explain.
Okay.
So for a client model, if you send $10,000 of upfront funds, you're going to get 10,000 client community equity value. Does that make sense? So basically, you get 10,000 valued of community equity for the client, right? And then so any amount of that will go towards automatic direct equity value in SVG for any amount not used. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So basically, if we spend $5,000 over 3 months and there's $5,000 left, then you automatically will get $5,000 of actual direct equity, or you can think of that as your bonus investment. Okay.
Yeah. As soon as we
spend the money, that makes the most sense.
Definitely gonna be
time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
And say that again, Alberto.
Once we will, which is, I mean, very concrete. It's going to happen pretty soon to set the mining project. This is the way that I can integrate the funds into FTV. Yeah.
Cool. So for me, the best and easiest and fastest way to address this is not in the budget, but in the scope. And so I would just add an an additional section in the scope outlining the upfront payment and that anything extra goes into a bonus investment and that everything is broken down as just discussed. Does that make sense? And then we don't have to deal with anything else. Or we can add it. We can also add it to the proposal, but I think that the proposal is secondary in terms of because this is not really it's very broad, in terms of the client relationship. So I would just put it under the ACU payment process expectations. Okay. So instead of doing a normal simple invoice, what we're going to be doing is ACU will be paying upfront the full high estimated budget amount of, and then we look at the client budget, which was we haven't finalized the calculation here. Can we just do that real quick? Or do you just want to do 10,000?
Yeah, 10,000. I think it sounds good, right? It's the high. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's more. You can do 12.
It might be a little more.
Is nice.
With the calculation is it's really close. So all I have to do is I just have to add in two more numbers, number 1 and number 2, and then this is it's 6,000 on the low end, 11,750 on the high end. So it's fine to do the 10,000.
Perfect. 12,000. Perfect. 12,000.
Which one? The 10,000?
12,000.
12. You want to do 12,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
So let's just do 12,000. So put in the scope. ACU will be paying upfront the high estimated budget amount of $12,000. Are you going to do it in Bitcoin or whatever? Or should we just say 12,000?
Yeah, in either one of these, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, but no, wait, yeah, no. I need your help to see because because I have them in reais, right? So I would like. They're charging so much. These crazy things. So
Time to stretch. Please stop. Stand
let's
up
go through the budget.
and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
Yeah, let's go through the budget and then we can finalize the payment. Okay, sound good?
yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So you want me to go through the budget?
Yeah, I mean, I think we already saw it, right? So I read it. It's perfect. Let's move on. I mean, I want to, as a client, I want to get over as soon as possible. Budget timeline proposal, and I want to go as soon as possible into planning and next steps.
Of course. But this will save lots of time in the future by having clarity on it. So do you want to go through the budget in more detail or what?
Well, this is the same that we did together, kind of the draft, right? Arrange framework structure, every sponsorship proposal drafting, perfect, yeah, fully weekly projects,
Yeah, I mean, it's good. Exactly what we talked about. The only thing that I updated was putting it a middle expected. So the expected middle ground is what we expect, whereas the high is sort of like maximum on everything.
Perfect, yeah.
Yeah, so before we just had the low and the high, and so the expected is just sort of like the middle ground.
Okay.
And then I also added this other life support, etc., mailings, miscellaneous.
Yeah, I mean, we're together. We can review everything, but to start is perfect. Yeah.
Okay, so are you still on the 12,000 amount, or do you want to do the 9,000?
No, 12,000.
Okay, the 12,000. All right, so I'm going back to the scope, and then under the last section, ACU payment process expectations. ACU will be paying upfront the full high estimated budget amount of 12,000 paid directly to SVG for the 3-month project of the scope from New Moon 437 UTC 18th of June to the New Moon of 139 UTC 15th of September. No,
I would like to have it written only once here. New Moon. Only once.
Okay.
So we can write 3 months.
The 3-month project scope.
Yes.
And then okay, so then we just say we have this written right here. Any amount.
Is the rhythm going? No. I don't know.
No, it was going a bit ago. ACU. I can double check it. Let's see. Rhythm is.
I can get it.
Does it still going? It says it's still going. 10 seconds. So ACU will be issuing 12,000 client
Time to
equity.
pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
A value of 12,000 client community equity, and any leftover funds calculated after the end of the 3-month project will go towards, and then we wrote this out already, extending the project or giving a bonus investment. Extending the project, go towards extending the project or give as a bonus investment. The bonus investment will be paid out directly to ACU as a owner and investor in SVG. Okay, that makes sense. And directly to ACU as an equity owner and investor in SVG based on our open investment model, which you already know about, right?
Yeah, perfect.
Awesome. All right, so I think we have clarity on that. So moving on to topic 4.
I don't know. I mean, I would skip directly to topic 6. I mean, no, the proposal. No, let's go to the proposal. I mean, the timeline we will see when we do the framework here, the sponsor with the, or no, you have a timeline already? Oh, the
That's the
Gantt.
one you already
No,
saw.
yeah.
This is the timeline. You already saw it.
Yeah, it's the Gantt. No, let's look at it quickly. Yeah, sure.
You want to take a look at it quickly?
Yes, yes.
Topic 4?
Yeah, topic 4.
All right. Topic 4.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Topic 4.
This is Mel's kid, eh?
This is Mel, yes.
Right, let's see. It was so amazing the other day. Oh wow! I mean, this is some cool stuff. Wow, wow. Yeah,
Do you want to go through it, Mel, and just kind of a little quick
yeah, sure.
review? Or
But quickly.
there's a couple things that obviously need to be added that we added to the process, into the goals. But yeah.
Yeah, no, just self-explanatory as a for you as a client, but then you for future clients too, you know. I think you guys, I need feedback on it, but always have if it's client facing, not, you know, the legal agreement, their logo usually at the top, and then just key documents. This is where we'd link the main sheet, and maybe we don't save session 1,
Time
but
for
like
breath.
what is our
Please stop and
weekly
get ready.
schedule?
Now inhale.
Can
1,
you give me-
2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Am I an editor on this at all, or is it possible
not.
to
Yeah.
edit
You
it
guys
back?
should be. You guys should be.
Well, I'm view only.
I'm view only as well. I don't know.
I want to highlight the title in magenta if possible.
I want to make changes to the budget. I was thinking about changing some things for the send ACU title grant. Send a link.
Yeah.
Add to share. Cancel.
I think that the missing now is this magenta. Color magenta. You didn't use color magenta anyway, right?
Say it
So
again.
is there
Which
any?
is not a color. You didn't use a magenta anyway, right?
No magenta
Is there-
here.
Can I?
Is there
highlight
any
it?
way to? Well, I think she used the SVG colors, which is not. Anyways, but is there any way to get access to be able
Yeah.
to edit? Or?
Yeah. Okay, so hold on. Anyone with this link, my bad. Okay. Anyone with this link, done. If you refresh.
No, still view.
Okay, cool. Refreshing.
No, I'm still view only.
Yeah, it's still view only as well.
Mel, did you give me access, please?
Yeah,
Can you make
No,
changes, Mel?
no,
Are you
no.
able to make changes, Mel?
and I just edited, so anyone with this link, oh, hold on. Okay, try again. Sorry, my bad. My bad.
All right, now I can.
Okay, yeah, now I can edit. So I was gonna change it to the scope agreement instead of legal agreement, and then
Sure.
link the scope agreement. Okay. And then I was gonna change the budget to 12,000, 3 months.
I need a minute here.
Yeah. My computer is going so slow. Please go. Please, I'm begging you. Let me
Jay,
edit.
you know what I've been doing? I've been doing Jitsi on my cell phone and then doing the notes in my computer, and it speeds up my computer 10 times faster. Because
I
Jitsi
know,
is
but
basically audio.
I'm doing live streaming and like, a bunch of other stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah.
all right, launch date 6/18.
Time to pause. Please stop Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So I'm not totally sure if launch date is the correct term, but it's fine.
All right, I'm here.
Okay.
Congratulations, man. This is pretty cool.
Well, I think that the goal of the Gantt chart is to just give you the milestones, the big ones, but you know that there's like 100 steps for each task sometimes, there's a lot of steps. Like it's getting, but to give you an overview. So now that Jay, you created the scope, I would go back and kind of make sure the key scope milestones are in this timeline.
Yeah, but it's still good for
Yeah, I mean, we can do it later.
for right now. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, man. So let's move forward.
Yeah.
I'm getting excited. Where's the?
It's very exciting for sure.
Where's the proposal? Nice proposal, eh?
All right, so we're done. We're good on the Gantt chart.
Yeah.
Everything
great.
looks updated to me. Okay, so now we're ready for topic number 5.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, and this is where it all comes down to the big kahuna.
Yes.
Topic 5, proposal. So let's just pull up the proposal here, copy and paste it. And again, it's on purpose that the proposal is very, very simple, right? Because the proposal is just supposed to outline just the actual specifics. So there's a couple things that we want to update here.
Simple proposal.
Proposal for ACU and for Cosmic Computer to hire SVG group for
10,000 for 3 months.
right? For 3 months of work. Okay. Both are pretty open. I mean, we can always add more things in there if we wanted to add more details. The primary session is correct. All the secondary and tertiary session is good. The budget is good. So ACO monthly payment. So ACO will pay one upfront, and we said we're going to do a pro forma invoice to SVG in advance for the 3 months of work. All work value will be tracked by
Time to
SVG.
take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
Can we finish this before the break?
Oh yeah, we can take a break. Yeah, let's take a break.
No, can we finish this before the break?
Oh, sure. But I just need to update it. So, with the new information. So all work value will be tracked by SVG. At the end of the 3 months, during the 3 months, both parties will review and update the budget as needed.
No, let's put it monthly. Once per month, we review. We do it as the topic, but we review the budget once.
Okay, so monthly review of the budget will occur,
or as needed. I mean, if we after 2 weeks we see the budget doesn't make sense, let's not wait for 1 month, right? Yeah. I mean, like protocol 1 per month, guideline as needed. Sorry, guideline once per month, protocol as needed. Something like that, right?
I don't really care. Like a monthly review of the budget will occur as needed. Is that fine?
Yes.
Okay, so at the end of the 3 months, the total value and cost will be calculated. If under 12,000, additional resources will be
Let me read this for you.
Turned into a bonus investment for ACU. If over $12,000. The value will be deducted from ACU Community Equity Ownership. So basically, you just said that ACU will pay more
Yes.
if over the value ACU chooses. If ACU chooses to pay more upfront pay to equalize costs based on agreement. Okay. Oh, that looks perfect to me.
Yeah, I would like to include this here. Where is it? So the documents. What are our official documents that we want to have? Like where was that? What was it? Anything, right? Where did you put it? Wasn't it anything? No question. Yeah. So instead of other ACU documents, I mean working ACU documents. So we would have the main sheet, the client, the work organizing spreadsheet, and I don't know what else. Okay.
But that's not part of the proposal. That would be part of the management.
Okay.
Yeah, the proposal is just the client relations. You're talking about the actual implementation of the management, which is in the scope, and that will be one of the very first things that we start working on when we're actually building up the project. But that doesn't really apply to the overall proposal in relationship to the client relations.
All right, cool.
So do you want me to just read the whole proposal in its totality, and then we'll ask other questions?
Just the proposal.
Just the proposal. I'm just going to read the proposal, okay?
Yes.
All right. Proposal.
And I would like to vote. I would like to vote for sure.
Well, we'll do questions, and then we'll do concerns, and we'll vote, okay?
Okay, perfect.
Just like any other proposal.
Okay.
Proposal for ACU Ambor Cosmic Unity to hire SVG Social Value Group for $12,000 for 3 months of work. The goals: to focus on documenting the practice of professional.
I thought you were just the proposal is fine. It's great.
Okay, so we'll just these are all just the details. There's the details for the goals, this detailed schedule, details on the budget, and details for the timeline, and then we have details for info. Okay, more info details. Cool. Are there questions on the proposal?
Not from me.
Mel, do you have any questions? Ate, questions? If Ate's even still here. I'm not hearing questions. Mel, are you on mute?
No. Can
Okay,
you
no
hear me?
questions.
Oh.
Yes, we can.
My concern is supportive consent.
Yeah, supported. So, any other questions or concerns?
No.
No.
So we're going to go ahead and vote because we're striving towards supportive consensus, which is always a concern that whether you have it or not. There's only one way to know, and that's the vote. So let's go, Alberto.
Well, I have one question.
And
I have one question. Oh wait, I guess never mind. We already answered it.
Right, okay. My vote is 8.99999.
I'm voting a 9. I don't care about you. I'm voting a 9.
Yeah, but I mean, I would vote as well, right? So if everybody votes a 9, that would be really cool.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go for a 9.
That's congruency for you right there.
Fine. I'll vote a 9. Okay. Yeah, it's very, very cool.
And the break. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
Ate, what are you voting?
I'm voting a 9. Am I on mute?
Okay, I'm just going to vote a 9 as well. I want it nice and clean. We have congruency for the first time ever.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the first time I voted a 9.
Nice. Wow. Yeah.
And guess what color congruency is?
Magenta.
Magenta,
yes.
Right?
Amazing. Yes. Nice.
Cool.
Perfect.
That is pretty exciting.
Wow. Yes.
I've never seen that before. I'm immediately copying and pasting this into our decision. All right.
So I suggest a 3-minute break.
Just a note here. So follow up on this decision. It is finalized based on receiving payment. Okay, because that's always true with this type of processing, is that we have agreement in verbally and in writing, and now we just have to finalize the payment, obviously. Okay.
Yeah, about the payment, Jay.
Yeah.
I have it in reais, so let's see together the way to cost less, more sufficient to send the late during the week.
However you want to do it, whether it's like a
No,
wire,
I want to do it as least cost
low cost as possible. Yeah. So
Yeah,
we do like a wire transfer might be very low cost. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out.
we see. Okay. All right. Cool.
Cool.
So I suggest we take a 3-minute break and then we jump into the cool stuff.
Jump into
the next steps. So the next steps would be topic 6, right?
Yeah, how we move forward. Okay.
I mean,
I typically ask to see if there's any other questions on topic 5 in the proposal, any other things on that before we just finalize and move on from that. So let's take a break. If anyone comes up with any questions, we'll check in on that for topic 5, and then we'll go on to topic 6. Okay.
Yeah, I already have a couple questions before we finalize, but we'll bring it at the next meeting. But, after the break.
I have a. I mean, I would. I don't know how. So, I would like to skip 6. I mean, I think everything is planning. It's inside the vortex. So next steps, we're gonna have the schedule, and we're gonna see those there. I would like to go here, right? We'll start here. Other topics, if it's okay for you guys. I mean, planning next steps. I think this is more than enough. We have the Gantt, we have the budget, we have the agreement, we have the schedule. So I would like to go into the cool stuff, if it's okay. Take a break and then we can.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Okay.
If you agree, guys, I mean, Jay, what do you think? I mean, planning is going to happen during the. We have agreement. I mean, yeah, but maybe let's do that. No, let's do that. Okay. Topic 6. Yes, we have agreement.
Okay.
Topic, let's stay.
Okay.
Right.
So for me, the main question right now is: do we want to take a break before answering the questions and getting on the same page, or do we want to just try to keep going? Because otherwise, let's just take a break.
I would like to keep going. We missed the break anyway, so it's going and we do a break later.
All right, I'm fine. Is everyone okay keeping going?
Yeah, I can keep going.
Perfect.
All right, so my assumption this would be our last segment. If not, we really need to take a break after this segment. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, so Mel, let's start with your question. So we're still on topic 5, and we're just trying to make sure everyone understands the follow-up and like what's happening now that this proposal has been approved. And as far as your question, whoever wrote this question about, does the rest of the team have an opportunity to vote? Technically, under the precepts, if we had not voted congruency, there would be no requirement for the rest of the team to vote, minus the planning and coordination and the budget, right? But in terms of the technicality of being congruent, technically under the concept of congruency, anybody and any person in any personality in any being has a right to also vote in relationship to building congruency, because that's
what I feel we should at least ask if there is objections. That's it, right? We say this is what we approve. Is there any objections? Otherwise, we're moving forward. This is what I feel.
Yeah, but under congruency, the question is not are there objections. The question is is anyone not congruent? Which means like is anyone not a 9? In which case, that it's a slightly different question. Does that make sense in terms of congruency? If we're not even striving towards congruency, then it doesn't matter either way. Okay.
Okay, let me phrase why, because it's like Joyce is still on leave, right? Maybe she has some concerns, who knows? But then remember with Charles' approval, there was only 3 people at the main session, and then more people came, and then we all voted. So like, when does it fully get finalized? Should we just, sometimes you guys do a voting form, you're like, okay, let's throw it out to Discord, but because it's hot pink or magenta, maybe we don't have to finalize it. That's just my question, because when does it get finalized,
Well, the easiest thing to understand.
I pay the money. Finalize based on receiving payment.
No, I mean the other team. Okay, I guess so.
No, the final of all finals is basically
Time
the fact.
for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
All right, so the final of all finals is the fact that at any time either party can end the agreement in relationship to the fact that it's a month to month, and Alberto can send us the $12,000, but we could send the $12,000 back and say no if there was a problem for some reason, right? Like there's no forced labor. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
as long as we're all in agreement to mutually move forward with the beneficial relationship, everything just moves forward. So as basically the CEO of SVG, I have the ability to make an emergency executive decision along with our team, understanding all the concepts. This is nothing new. We've talked about it. Everybody knows about this proposal. There's been ample time for people to suggest any concerns or problems.
Okay, that's fine.
So
yeah.
In context, if something comes up at the main session, obviously it'll be addressed, and obviously we can reverse this decision, but the decision itself stands as a decision between the representative of ACU and the representative of SVG, but either organization can reverse that decision based on unforeseen circumstances. But right now, again, this is a decision between two organizations. Does that make sense?
Perfect. Yeah. And we have, I mean, 3 partners here out of 5 of SVG.
Yeah, we have 3 out of 5 partners of SVG present.
Right. Okay. All right. Got it.
So typically speaking, as far as legality, only the partners need to agree to it. And so that would be a step within our SVG processes that, review of all SVG contracts go to the partner. So like Alberto's saying, if the review comes back, there's no problems, no one actually technically needs to vote again on it. It's just a review. And if there's no problems, it's automatically passed.
Okay, that's fine. That's just personal for me to understand. Yeah.
But obviously, as the CEO, I don't have a right to go make contracts that are not reviewed by the partners. The partners have the final say, but the partners do not have to vote.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And we also have the associate at it.
Yes.
Okay, we're good. Yeah,
Cool.
that's it.
Yeah, we're good.
But I do think that is a great step in terms of finalizing on our side for SVG, is to just make sure that that task is done, that we send
Time
it
to pause.
to the partners.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Okay.
Cool. Is Mock still active?
I have no idea.
Yes, I saw him communicating.
He hasn't communicated for
He's
some
not.
time.
Okay, that's a separate question. So are we ready to go on to topic 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
All right, cool. So let's go on to topic 6 then. All right, topic 6. And so this is next steps. All right, so some of the things that we've already discussed and covered with the next steps was the fact that we have a couple documents that are very important. One document is the ACU management sheet, and then there's also going to be the ACU organizing sheet, right? Very important. But more importantly than that, it's basically just, when and how do we want to move forward, and what are our number 1 top priorities? And this is really good feedback from the client as well.
Payment. The payment. I want to get the payment done because I'm taking leave. I decided from Friday to I'm going to be back on Monday. So by Thursday, Friday, Sonic H2, I want to have the payment finalized. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, for me, that's kind of going back to topic number 5. Like, obviously,
I wouldn't want to work on this before the 18th as well. So just
Oh, you want to start on the 18th? Okay.
Yes, Yes.
Okay, so the next steps would basically, as a organization, a SVG. So SVG next steps are simply to prepare our client organizing models and get ready for June 18th, when we are going to basically launch the project work process. Okay,
Perfect.
that makes sense.
Mhm.
So that would be our focus. So there's a lot we can do here, including the client management, the client organizing, the client coordination, like our
Yeah.
client processes and client policies, right?
Yeah.
So that we're just organized and ready to go, even though we're not actually working on ACU. We'll be getting,
Yeah.
and we can also technically, I think we could
It's
easily,
training and setup, right? Yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
yeah, it's just setup, really just like
Yeah.
the setup.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah. So let's have maybe 1-2 topics. So that one topic we decide the payment. We do the payment together.
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
And we set up the document. Yeah. Stretch.
Yeah, quick stretch. Yeah. All right. So again, for me, the payment, it goes back to topic 5, and it's like we could technically do it right now. We could call the banks to get it set up, but I think from what you're saying, we just want to schedule. We want to schedule Andromeda hour 3 tomorrow and just prioritize that at that time. Okay.
We see. I mean, we see. Yeah. I mean, sometime we'll definitely find the time when it's right. 1-2 topics by Thursday. Yeah.
Before Thursday. Okay.
Yeah.
So
in line with the other priorities.
Yeah, but for me, the finalizing of the payment is part of the agreement itself and the proposal. Whereas when we're talking about next steps, it's about the work. It's not about the relations. Do you see the difference between the topics?
I see the relation, but I mean, I want to get to the cool stuff. So money is definitely I mean, let's do on Monday. Yeah, Monday first priority. Let's do that on Andromeda H2. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll take care of it. Oh yeah,
And
on Andromeda H2. I'm forgetting still that we have the.
Yeah, together we do the payment. Perfect.
But yeah, but for next steps, I really want to focus on the work and how we want to move forward. So let's say it's June 18th. What do we do on June 18th?
We start with where's the sponsorship, right? Where's the Gantt?
Okay, the sponsorship proposal, and that's on the list of the other topics that we could talk about today. I have plenty of questions for the sponsorship proposal, for sure. I don't know why it says sponsorship Albert, but this is ACU sponsorship proposal. Okay. So if we want to talk more about that today, we could. We don't have to, but we can wait until the 18th if we want to. That's also perfectly fine. All right, what else?
To me, now, I mean, any related work, but what we just said, so the making the transfer together and the setting up the documents, anything that is related to actual work, like the sponsor proposal and these kind of things, I would like to have them. I want them to start on the 18th. So I think we can go into this, hear more about the practice. That's it. This is what I would like.
Well, so I mean, I think that we want to plan.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Can someone check for the new moon June 18th what is scheduled, if that's life support or org support? Because either way, I want to schedule a session for ideally the new moon session. It would be a great session to have.
I would love it.
For prioritizing ACU at that session. So if it's org support, that's done. If it's not org support, then we can either do like a dual new moon session with some life support and ACU. We could do both. Okay. So we'll check into that. So let's like try
it's life support. Life support new moon. Perfect. Look at this.
It's life support. So what I would say is that you have like new moon session that hour 1 would be life support, and then hour 2 would be ACU planning session. That's what I would.
Wait. I mean, so it's only H3 life support. We can have.
Yeah, but we could start.
Okay.
We could start early. We don't have
cover.
exactly at the times that are allotted. We can start out early if we wanted, but it doesn't matter.
Perfect.
You know, so I would say we could start Sonic H1, and then this could be Sonic H2.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Or we could do Sonic H2 and Sonic H3 like this, you know, so that we were in the middle of the ACU planning session when we actually hit the new moon.
Yes.
So session 1, session 2. That's what I would propose, is doing like basically a dual new moon session. So this would be like a double session. Okay.
Yeah. Perfect.
Does that sound intriguing, Mel?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. And this is Sunday. Okay. Oh wait, actually that's Sunday. That actually lines up exactly with our Sundays already. That's crazy. All right.
Crazy.
It's perfect synchronicity. All right.
Yeah.
So anything else besides the sponsorship proposal that you'd want to prioritize during that time? New moon.
Oh, I closed the Gantt. No, that's number 0. I don't remember. Where's the Gantt?
So just like overall like planning and management setup, right? Do that.
Yeah, it's organizational framework, the sponsored program, legal setup.
Yeah, that's the sponsorship proposal and legal setup for sure. Yeah, that would
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
So overall, it would definitely be good to do some ACU, like learning more about ACU in the practice. I think that would be really nice to learn more about ACU in the practice. So at least, you know.
Yeah. I would do only that. Yeah, if you want, I would like to do that. Yeah, and then we can do wrap.
Oh, you mean right now?
Yes, 5 minutes break. Maybe we can do lower.
Okay, well,
Yes.
let's do a view up first, okay? But I'm talking about for June 18th. So we definitely want that part of June 18th. So this could be 10 to 15 to 30 minutes, and then we have this for.
No, I mean, I would like to do the practice now, and then we do the work, and when it comes to the practice, comes to the practice. Like we follow the
I'm still on next steps, topic 6.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Are you talking about next steps, topic 6?
Yeah, I don't want to do
So,
that.
is there anything else anyone wants to propose for next steps or for planning and preparing for the new moon session?
No.
No. Okay. So let's go back to.
No, wait.
So
No. There is a third.
Okay. What else? Topic 6.
I know we already would have done already 20,000. So no, it's okay. I made confusion, sorry.
Yeah. Again, I'm trying to keep the money out of topic 6, and that's part of topic 5. Do you want to go back to topic 5?
No. I made confusion.
Okay. So I think we're done with topic 6 then, right? Are we done with topic 6? Okay, so let's go back to our focus on topics and do a view up. All right, so we have a view up. We don't want to talk about the sponsorship proposal. You're talking about a little ACU download to hear more about the project. If we want to, weekly schedule buddy team. We already covered that, so that's the only other thing, right? Because we don't want to do that again. So does everyone want to take a break and then, or we could just go right into it? How are you guys feeling?
We have a break in 3 minutes. Let's take the break when the break comes. I suggest. You can start and then take a break.
Okay, so is everybody in agreement to doing one last topic on learning more about ACU, about the practice, and just kind of getting a little connected to what we just talked about for the last hour?
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Are there any objections to topic 7?
No,
All right,
for me.
so let's do it. We're going to get started with topic 7, and then in 3 minutes, we're going to stop and take a break. Okay? And then continue when we get back.
Yes. And then we do one more segment. I think it's fine.
Okay, sounds good.
So I'm
I mean,
just going to turn it
very
over
cool
to you.
improvements to the practice that I wanted to share with you guys. I have finally the breath technique, which is, I thought there was something missing, and now I have it. Because before I was doing like the breath technique was like this, right? It was like so when you inhale, it's like okay. So inhale. When you inhale, you would so everything the inhaling and the exhaling is segmented in 3, right? Inhaling, and exhaling. They're both segmented in 3 parts. It's like they're mirroring themselves, right? Because the inhaling, the first part of the inhaling is very long, and then you do some more, and then you feel the energy coming in, and you keep it as possible, and then you do a little one, and then you exhale, and you do first with the nose, very strong, and then you do and you go on as much as possible, and then in the end you just do, and you put everything out. And while you do this, the inhaling and both the exhaling, before you recite in your mind the mantra from the Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono, which is I love you. I mean, and this should be done in your native language. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Right? But there was something that was not right. Okay? And now I got it. All right? You take away this. So when you're inhaling, you're just saying, I love you, I love you, I love you, ti amo, ti amo, ti amo, ti amo. Just, okay? And when you're exhaling, you're just saying, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And it works perfectly. Perfectly. All right? And I mean, and
Take
yeah,
a break.
this is the biggest.
Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
All right, take a break.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue this. This is really good. This is helping us document the practice. Very cool.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
basically replacing up to $4,000 a month. All right, I'm back.
I'm here.
I'm also here.
All right.
I'm here.
So this also makes sense because everything
At
that
the break, time to start. Please get focused on the session.
everything that's there, it's important that it's not following any specific religion, practice, or whatever, right? It's all inspired from taking something here, the best of everything, right? And because there's nothing that is the truth is only one. One. And this is very important. Lies are many. Okay. The truth is one. So I have taken the best things that I've read, that I've studied, right? And I used whatever I felt that was right. So it's very important that there's nothing that is exactly copying something else, right? Because I mean, I'm not saying that this is the truth, of course, but of course, whatever there is out there is not the truth. It can be parts of truth, but it's not the truth. So this is very important, and now it makes sense. It feels good because there was something that was wrong. So basically, the inhaling, where you're inhaling, you just say a lot like ti amo in your native language. Ti amo, ti amo, ti amo, ti amo. And it's three segments, right? So the start, I don't know how we can call it, but the start is long because you're intaking your energy, which is your energy, but you're intaking your energy that you usually not even from whatever is surrounding you, from the trees, from the ocean, from your computer, from whatever, from the light, the energy, whatever, right? You're intaking this. And then, so it's very long. Then you have the medium part where basically you send all of this into your machine that can transform the energy, which is your human body, right? So you send it, I mean, ideally to your chakras, but I am still working on the first chakra. I haven't activated that yet. So you send it to your chakras, they get transformed, and then you have the final one, which can be not even a second, but so important because, okay, that's the out. And then you, which is the biggest miracle there is, you're the biggest manifestation of the universe, then you send this out. And first you send it very powerful, so because you need that also from the nose, and then the longest, where this energy by saying thank you, this energy that you just sent out with the aum, which is the best sound. They taught me that as well. The sound, our frequency are so important. So that's why I asked you to read it out loud, because to me it was very important that I purposely didn't read the scope agreement, and I purposely want to hear your voice, to hear you, Jay, the person that, I don't know if I even can call you a person, but I mean.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So we need to figure this out, right? But then, with the Amun, how do you say, spargere in inglese. Wait, spargere, no? Spargere in inglese. Spargere in inglese. I'm crazy. So spargere is, Italiana spargere si traduce in inglese to spread, right? You spread this energy and you apply, all right? You use it with this powerful love, which is to anything that, I mean, at the beginning you cannot really direct it, but you just send it out there, and then the end is just as well. No? The last, like, you completely, and this is very important, that most people, they're breathing totally wrong. Your chest, when you breathe, needs to be completely still, like the children. Like when you see little children, they're breathing very fast. They breathe from your the chest is not where you breathe. You breathe where you have the power, which is in your belly, let's say, your belly part, right? So this is very important, right? So, and you just when you inhale, this just, you try to make it as full as possible, and you will see that, and you will feel that there is blocks inside that you will, by doing this breathing, they will unblock, and you will be able to really make it full. And then when you exhale, it just, your belly goes, and then just straight down. And then you do this depending on any person, as long as you then feel the connection. Then when you feel the connection, you just need to feel. That's all you need to do. Feel and feel. Like, we'll see how, but like, and it's very important that while you do this, okay, there is a third component to the inhaling and exhaling. It's visualizing your third eye. Right, your third eye. So this you do with your closed eyes. Then later you can do whatever you want, but this is suggested. So you're visualizing your third eye, which is in your forehead, right? So you have your eyes closed, but you concentrate because it's not that you have your eyes closed and you cannot see. You're still seeing, your eyes are still
Time
working
for
the same,
breath.
and there is where you get connected.
Get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Yes. So you visualize that, because you're still seeing, right? But it's not like, I mean, and there's where you really see. There's where you really see. So you visualize that until you can really, like today, I just close my eyes, I look for it, I find it, I focus on it, and it's there always. And yes, and while you're visualizing your eyes, your third eyes, you have this very powerful, I love you and thank you feelings that are super strong. Yeah. And also I mean, yeah, no. So this is the biggest improvement. So, and you do that at the beginning, and
And I mean, it's suggested. Everybody can do whatever you want. It's suggested that you do this until you will feel connected, and then you just let yourself go and feel whatever it's there to feel. Yeah, this is the real thing for me. So that's
Very
how
powerful.
you get connected. Yeah, very powerful. And you get connected. And once you get connected, like for example, me, I start fixing my body, right? I go there, I start massaging my leg or whatever. I feel everything that's not working well, and I start massaging. I started to, and then it's very important that the breath, it needs to be very natural, all right? So you don't want to follow this anymore, right? You just follow whatever you feel, right? So you intake until you feel that you have intaken enough, because sometimes it's crazy. Like sometimes you do very long inhales, and sometimes you do very short inhales and short exhales, depending on what is needed at the moment. The energy needs to, like, if you do very short because you need a lot of energy, you need to transform a lot of yourself very quickly, because it needs a lot of focus, right? So you do, so like, and then I mean, something happens as well there to me as well. So this is something that's going to happen only at the event, and it's just very powerful. And then sometimes you just do very long, relaxed. I mean, yeah, we'll see, but we need to document that. So I haven't done the third practice yet. I've done 2 practices, and I'm feeling that the time for the third practice is coming. But I was also feeling that
Time
it
to
should
pause.
come before we
Please
close the
stop.
agreement.
Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna do it when I go those 3 days, right? So and so I have 3 practices done with this, also this new breath technique. I figured out under the shower, like yesterday maybe, and it's perfect. It's perfect. It works so well. Yeah. And yes, and I really wanted to share with you guys this improvement. I think it's major. Because I mean, with before you needed a lot of like experience maybe with spirituality, but with this it just flows. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you can think about your third eyes or God, all right? So people, maybe very religious people, can think about God. You want to see God, you want to see God, yeah. Which is you, right? Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which is the universe, it's you, whatever, consciousness. So yes, and. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you want to share more. Basically, this is the framework. Like you start with this. When you get connected, then obviously there's always this soundtrack, right? Which I created. I don't know if you saw this little. To go here in this ACU, which we're gonna integrate into the main chip with C. So if you go into the practices tab. 16, there is a little smiley face, which is a button that you press, and I can show you the screen. Wait, let me show the screen. No, this is wrong. Here, 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 here.
Are you sharing your screen?
I am about to share my screen. Here, right. You see my screen?
I see
So,
it. Mhm.
you see this button? Very nice little face. Wait, let me make it bigger. I love it. Yeah. So, the nose is my game. Right here, you press it, open videos, play videos. So, and you want to put these videos to, these are the perfect videos, at 1/3. This we need to fix. It needs to be perfectly at 33.33% of the volume. This as well, and this you put it at the maximum. All right. And this is the time frame of the practice. When these 2 videos are over, the practice is over. And this is the soundtrack, right? And this is, you see, this soundtrack is 3 hours only, because then We have another 30
Please
minutes,
stop.
Peter, where
Stretch and
you
move
just
around for 30
wrap it
seconds.
up. Can we listen for 3 minutes?
Sure.
Yes. We're coming, Jay. We're coming. Fuck.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, so we're coming. We're coming. And yeah, that's it.
Awesome. I have plenty of questions.
Sure. Sure.
But I think this is good. This is really good.
Yeah.
A good step. Obviously, it'll be easier when I mean, actually, you know what? Might make sense. You know, in the future, like when you're doing because obviously you like to do little snippets. Like the practice itself is done in person, right?
Yeah, of course. No, no.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. The practice, the
But
event.
there can be like these little snippets. Yeah, the event is in person. Everything. Yeah, the practice is done in person in the event. But there can be.
But this soundtrack
Yeah, but
is very special. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. But there can be like little snippets, like you're saying, like for 3 minutes, or other times where within a small group you could just take a small amount of time and do like it's not the practice, but it's like this little tiny like mini connection, right?
Yeah, like
and what I would recommend for that type of thing in an online space, an online session, is that you go through the process of guiding all of the individual people to the spreadsheet and to click on the happy face button and to set up the video and the sound on each person's individual computer simultaneously. So then we're all listening to the music together on our own devices.
You didn't listen to the music. You weren't listening to the music. Oh my God.
Well, no, we could hear it through your device. But I think if we all did it together simultaneously, just for those 3 minutes, that we would all have that we'd have better sound quality, because instead of hearing it through Jitsi, it would come directly from YouTube on our devices. Does that make sense?
But we cannot risk having, like, yeah, it makes perfect sense. But there needs to be very fixed. I mean, numbers are very important, right? So we can have like 3 or 7 or 9 or 12, but we cannot risk having 13. No way. And we can have 14, but I mean, we cannot have.
Are you talking about the number of people?
Yeah, a number of people or
time for breath.
devices playing the music.
Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause, inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
So this is very important to me. So we keep.
So there's just like certain numbers of people who can do it. Yeah, but anyways, I mean, with our group, we're usually like 3, 5, you know, biggest is like what, like 7 people, right?
5 is good.
So I'm just saying, like, when we're hearing it through Jitsi, it just sounds different than you're hearing it. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. To me, it's fine, but just we need to make sure there's not 13.
I understand.
No, 13 is the only one that's really scaring me. This number. The rest is fine. I mean, obviously, ideally, it would be 3 or 7 or 9 or 12. This is the idea. Right.
Anything else you want to cover right now? I think we're at the bottom of the hour, so I think we. No. The break's in. We're not at the bottom of the hour. We're at the top of the hour. So the break is in. We have like 2 or 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Yeah, 4 minutes until the break.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
So, is there anything else you want to add before we go into wrap up?
Yeah, so we already have a great example that we want to make sure. I mean, we need to understand how we want to give names to all of this, right? So this is something that I really am looking forward from SVG, right? To find the vocabularies, the correct vocabulary, which we can also create. It's perfectly fine, right? I haven't found it yet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I'm cool. I think I'm cool. I feel good.
I kind of have a fun question.
Checkout. Yes,
okay,
sure.
we can do checkouts.
No, that's not a question.
Well, like the event, whether it's the new moon or full moon in September, this is ahead of the gun, but I kind of like to visualize like the end result as well too. Say the website's up, the invoice is done, people have been doing work in September. The vision is like the climax, as they say, would be the launch event, right? There's going to be many milestones, but you know, what is your vision? Just, you know, to wrap up this topic of like that day, you know, what does it look like? I mean, I don't know if you have a venue in mind or how many people, but I guess it could be your impression of the vibe, but is that kind of...
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
All right. So, I mean, obviously, the purpose of this project is the documentation to put it out there, the website, the PDF. That's number one. And
yeah, those are just
number
tasks.
2. Number 2 is the evaluation and assessment of the event with at least another person. And I repeat what I said to Atta. I mean, obviously, for all FQN workers, it's free. The event is free. Right? You will need to buy the ticket, but maybe I can also sponsor that. I don't know. We see.
Mm-hmm.
And the third is to have a super cool practice. So if not, I'm not alone to do the practice. Yeah. So this is the 3. Yeah.
this is their three purposes, let's say. The first is the okay, I want to have the website there. I want to be able to die knowing that the list is there. And then second, have the evaluation assessment with at least another human, another consciousness to do that together, and at least one. I mean, I would be super happy and satisfied if one person can. And then the third is to have a really cool experience.
Yeah, man, I'm thinking like, are you thinking like a big rave festival or like 30 to 50 participants sitting in a
No, think
retreat
about an
center on the
island.
beach? An island,
Yeah,
really?
of course, in the ocean. Yeah, the ocean, an island. Yeah, think about an island. Yeah, absolutely. Rent an island. We need to be super free. Rent an island. Yeah. That's what.
Well, we certainly are
But this
dreaming big.
depends on how good SVG is in raising money, because we can have options. They say, okay, ACU can budget this, right? Maybe, yeah, of course, in every place. But I mean, if we raise, I don't know, $10,000 from 10 people, right? Then let's get the island, right? Brazil is cheap. Yeah, that's the idea, an island. I mean, we need to be super free. There needs to be nobody close by other than people, nature, animals, like trees, like this kind of yourself, right? These parts of yourself are definitely need to be there because you get connected to them. That's where you take most of the energy, right? Take the energy from the ether, obviously, but most energy take it from the trees, from the wood. When I touch the wood, I take a lot of energy. But the consciousness that need to be there together in unity needs to be as much as possible only the serious consciousness that have
Time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I mean, as things go forward, it's pretty cool with everything. But I mean, yeah, it's cool. And obviously, I'm leaning towards 99.9% to new full moon. Full moon. Maybe
I think full moon would be way more
exactly when
cool.
the fuel, yeah, exactly when
Yeah.
the full moon, yeah, you start exactly when the soundtrack starts, boom, at exact time of full moon.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That's good.
But it's very important that there is the sun. So we need to check when it's full moon, because if it's night, maybe there is. It's let's see. So it would be 22 September. Yeah, I mean, amazing. You would have this is the best. This is this the 4:30 is the best sun because it's the sun that you can look directly, right? I mean, I can look at the sun at any time directly, but most people can't. But this sun is the one that is the dawn. Everybody can look it directly, and we would see the rise of the moon. Amazing. You see, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. You can get really strong by it also has a name when you take this energy from the sun. They say you can do it only in the morning or when the sun is not strong enough, but in reality you can always do that. But you need to get connected to it. I can stare at the sun anytime for any long period of time, so my eyes are perfect.
Wow.
Yeah, because the sun is you, it's me. Why can I not
Yeah.
look at it? Yeah, I'm just telling him, don't hurt me or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is scientific, right? This is scientific. No, scientific. We are all the same thing. You just need to get connected, and you get to connect it to vibrating with the language of the universe, which is the frequency of love. Or we can find a better name. I don't know, but love is pretty cool. So you need to be able to communicate with all your parts. You do that by talking in the same language. This is the frequency. When you do you're communicating. And that's where you spread the energy. You communicate to all your parts. Like
the metaphor that I was doing is the athletes, like high-level athletes. I mean, everybody can really, I mean, not maybe high level, but I mean, these athletes, they develop their legs or their hands or whatever they need, the practice in an amazing way. You think, oh my God, that's not human, right? But you're not limited to just, the body is just an instrument to our consciousness, to the universe, which is us, to transform the frequency, quantified energies. I don't know if this is the right name. That you transform it through the chakras. They call it chakras. I don't know if that's a good word. I don't like to use. We should find new words for everything. But I mean, you transform it this how can you say it? Like these systems inside of you, where each system has its purpose, and you send the energy there. You send part of yourself there, which is your power, the energy. Send it there. You transform it, then you send it back out to, in order to have it transformed for what you need to do. Right? You need to cure somebody. You get the energy. You send it probably to your most, I don't know which chakra, but I think is the first one, the one most intimate, the one that gives life. You send it there. You transform the energy, and then you send it back against the problem, the illness or whatever is wrong there that's not vibrating in harmony, and it's creating harm, and it's creating suffering, it's creating evil. You send it against evil, and you just go there, you penetrate it, right? This is what we were going to do in general, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Very
this
cool.
is scientific, right? I'm not saying things that are scientific that we are the same thing. It's just scientific. Nobody can say it's not true, right? If you go to a scientist, or if you can read my chats with the artificial intelligence, right? Where's that? I closed it already. So where's that? Here, right? Look, scientific, right? So, scientific.
There has been scientific studies, but even people might
No,
say
no,
it's
no, 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 no,
pseudoscience
no,
and stuff
no, no.
like
Wait,
that.
wait. No, no, wait.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to see the research. Yes, yes.
Yeah. You see, okay. So I started here, right? So first is this, right? The probability of a specific sperm.
We went over it last session. Remember?
No, this is different. This is how I got there.
This is different.
That's the output. Yes. This is the questions that
Oh yeah,
I made
the output. We went over the output.
in order to. Yes, but now we're going in the details, right? The output, in order to have an infrastructure or a foundation to my output, right? And I wanted to, right? This is very important because I mean, only with the sperm probability and the fact that we had 10 to 15 generations, there is 18 million.
At the break, time to start.
Odds.
Please get focused on the session.
For you, Mel, not to be here. 80 million, right? Not 80 million, sorry. 0.80 million zeros before there is a 1 that you're here, Mel, right? So this is incredible. It's incredible, all right? It's incredible. So, and then here is where I go into, because yes, at the beginning the artificial intelligence is trying to say no, but it's different, it's biological. Say, and then I keep going and I keep going and I keep going and I keep going and I keep going until he said yes, yes. He said this. Where is that? Priority scope, which I already know, but I wanted to have it written in of our current understanding of quantum field theory is that all particles and forces in the universe are manifestations of quantum fields, and these fields are all part of the same universe, different fields and their excitations, which is the manifestation, right? I'm an excitation, right? But I'm always the universe. Give rise to the diversity of structures and phenomena that we observe. It's like the vortex. The vortex is just one. Then we have the systems, we have the trajectories, we have the processes and whatever, right? So the different fields, observe. So in a sense, you could say that everything is made of the same foundational stuff, quantum fields, point. That's scientific. And that there is just one thing, point, scientific, the universe, point, scientific, which manifests in different ways, point. This is scientific. Scientific. I am you, you are me, I am the sun is me, and point. Finish your discussion. So why cannot I communicate with myself, right? And you can, you perfectly can. But they have taken away this. At one point in history, evil has taken away this from us. And we need to get it back. And we're coming, and we're going to get it back, or we're going to die trying.
Okay, very cool, very cool.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
I hope that at least this is gonna be there. I wanna have the peace of mind that if I die, I don't know what happens to my soul or whatever, to my consciousness. But maybe I don't know where it goes. This is something that there's no answer. But for now, it's here, and I want to have the peace of mind that at least this is out there, so that I can die tomorrow knowing that that is out there. Yeah. But I'm getting ready. I bought. There is wolves, there is dogs, and there is German shepherds. I bought two German shepherds, which is one female and one male, and they're gonna grow, and then I'm gonna make them procreate. I'm gonna have, I don't know how many, but a lot of German shepherds to protect all ourselves from evil, because at one point we're gonna clash against that. It makes me very scared.
Awesome. Well, yeah, this all sounds good. We're definitely gonna have a lot, and like come the 18th, it's all gonna be going forward. So,
Yeah,
and it's all gonna come together, you know, and we'll organize it, and lots of
yeah,
spreadsheets and
absolutely.
website,
I feel so good. Yeah,
PDF documents. It's gonna be great. So
it's gonna be
this
great.
all looks good.
Yeah.
Do you want to do like a wrap up real quick, or check out, or how do you want to move forward?
Would be cool. No, checkout would be cool. I think it's okay.
Okay, yeah, let's do a checkout.
It's
Who
3.03.
wants?
You see, checkout starting is 3. To me, is 3 o'clock and 03.
AM.
Yeah.
Yeah, checkouts. I look at time, 3.03, 55. 55.
Yeah.
I'm wrapping up. I'm checking up.
All right. So I can get started. I would give this session a 6.7. I feel like it was a really good session. Obviously, the agreement was a huge highlight, getting fluency. We definitely missed a couple breaks. We missed a couple things here and there that, you know, put me a little below a 7. But anyways, overall, I think it was a really good session. I'm really excited about moving forward with all this. I'm just gonna have to be very, very, very patient. Wait until the 18th, but it'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, Jay, I mean, the fact that it's just, as you said, I mean, once it's in the plan, it's there, right? So, yes, looking forward to the 18th, but I'm looking forward to come to the 18th with these 3 days of relaxed family and no computer. As less phone as possible as well. Yeah.
Cool. Who wants to check out?
Okay, I'll go next. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I'll give this session a 7. It was a good one. I'm really happy we got our first client, and I'm really excited about the 18th, so that we can practice this work of Alberto. I think it's nice. So I'm just waiting for the 18th to see how it goes. Check.
Okay, I'll go next. I think I would give the session an 8. And yeah, so just to clarify, we want to start after the 18th, right? So the first scheduled session, if I'm totally looking at a calendar, would be Monday, that 2 p.m. for me. And Alberto, you're taking the 3 days off before that. So 16th to 18th, you're off, right? All right.
Yeah, exactly. I'm traveling the on Friday and then coming back on Monday, I don't know, midday or something. So I'm gonna be active and checking in for Andromeda H2 for sure.
So then it would be Andromeda H2, but then we're not really starting on the 18th, right?
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm gonna wait. Yeah, correct. You're correct. Let's see. When was
We've
that?
been starting on the 19th.
Yeah, Sonic.
Really.
So definitely, yeah, I'm gonna be there. Sonic. Yeah.
It's later.
You're gonna be at Sonic. You're
Sonic
gonna
H3.
I'm
No,
looking at my
Sonic. Sorry,
calendar.
Sonic. Yeah, Sonic H3. Yeah.
The first ACU session would be Andromeda H2, no? On the 19th. That's the next time we'll start this all, formally start this, right?
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
proposing that we do the actual new moon session, but yeah.
Oh, you said new moon. Okay, but that is on the new moon is the 17th.
But that would
so
just be like a one-time session.
I just want to know when we're gonna really do it because it's not going to be the 18th. It's not going to be the new moon, which is the 17th, right? It has to be the 19th, no? During Andromeda H2.
Oh yeah. This is a problem. It's Sunday. No. I cannot do it. No.
I thought
It's-
the whole idea was to do it
Yeah.
at the same time we're doing today on the 18th.
Yeah.
That's not
I mean,
possible.
I need to think about it. We need to finalize that. But yeah, let's keep it there. But I cannot guarantee.
Yeah, you should really have a vacation too. I could
Yeah.
personally do the normal schedule moving forward now that the agreement is done. The normal ACU, the 3 sessions that Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that would be Monday when we would get started.
Yeah, we
The
see.
19th.
I think yes. I think
Monday.
Ahmed is right. Let's just. I mean, it's inside the vortex, and I mean, no, guys, I'm gonna be with my family in relaxing Sunday. No. Let's.
Okay, so yeah, let's just go for the 19th, then that's fine.
19th at when it's the client session. We said it's Andromeda, right? Andromeda H2.
Andromeda H2 Monday, and then now I know
Monday.
everything.
Perfect.
Sonic H2 Wednesday, and then and then Friday. Andromeda.
Perfect. Yes. Perfect. Mhm. Correct.
Okay, well then I have this upcoming week with everyone. I'll be at the main session
Me
and
too.
all that. Yeah, and then I'm sorting out the schedule so that it's more regular with you guys moving forward, so you guys don't get a random Discord note. This is a part of my wrap up. So you guys, I want to finalize. Now I feel like I understand the ACU schedule. Everything is moved to H2. I have it all looking at it in my Google Calendar version.
No, we
And
don't have
then-
ACU schedule. We have the vortex schedule where we are prioritizing ACU.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
now I know where it fits in
Okay.
the, yes, and then I will, I will be scheduling more sessions with you guys, at least those sessions in the main session, okay? So, yeah?
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah. So I'm giving the session a 7.99, and I mean, I feel very well, and I don't have lots of words, and I'm just super happy, and looking forward to move forward with the next steps, follow, and I mean, anyways, I feel well because now they took control and everything's gonna go as it's meant to be, and we see. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Awesome. I do want to mention one thing to Atay, and like this has also come up before, which is that Atay said that she was really happy that we have our first client, and I don't know.
We don't.
People said
It's second.
it's the second client.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Because we
For
wouldn't
sure,
exist.
this client is gonna have to go to the second to get more work done for sure.
Wait, I'm with Atay.
Who was the first client?
Yeah, who was the first client? Thank you,
So
Atay.
I've been spending like we've been spending like literally 5,000 to 6,000 to 8,000.
Exactly.
Like,
Who's putting all that money? Yeah.
It's like
Client
where's
is
all that
putting.
from?
Yeah.
It's like
Please,
at some point,
Alberto and
people-
Jay are talking at the same time. I really don't get.
Oh, goodness.
But it's
Okay.
good to do. It's good to absolutely. I mean, and yeah. Thank you, Jay. Yeah. Perfect.
Are you done,
Not
Alberto?
hearing.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, let me go. So what I'm trying to say is simply that we would not exist without all of the endless hard work and money that, you know, through everything that I have done to make everything happen to exist to where we are now, right? And that is all based on our client work. And the fact that people don't necessarily take that client work seriously, it is what it is, but it doesn't change the fact that it's still client work and it's still our first client, and it is still what has been paying the bills for the last year, 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, or whatever, right? So it's like, it's just important to people to acknowledge, like, even if we don't take it seriously, to at least acknowledge that, yes, obviously we already have a client and this is the second client. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, and
Yeah.
I know
I
it
thought you were
perfectly,
talking
and
about the
it's
external
time
client.
for you, Jade. I mean, you spent enough, and you're. I mean, obviously, I mean, Jay is it's the genius, is the visionary, it's the mentor, the center. So, I mean,
That's
we had the places that we want to go. We're going because Jay is pulling us there, and then I
yeah,
mean,
for sure.
all of us will need to make sure that we give him as much support as possible, and because I mean, his vision is just revolutionary. I don't know, transforming. It's just magic. I don't know. I don't know. For me, it's even. I mean, when I called Jake Person before, I felt immediately that it was wrong. So, because you cannot limit J to this vocabulary. So the vocabulary are becoming a problem to me because the feelings that I have that I listen to like they're difficult sometimes to really express in the vocabulary that we have. So I'm looking forward to create new vocabularies.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm very looking forward
Yeah.
to it. Yeah.
But Tay and Mel, does that make sense in terms of just like the
This
acknowledgement of like the
in terms of the
existing
client. Yeah.
client?
Who the
Yeah.
first client is Jay, the second client is Alberto, right?
It's
Is that it?
Alberto. Mhm.
First
Yeah.
client is
Yeah.
Jay, but then the client worked for
Sure,
Jay.
but technically speaking, the first client is the Juriston Fund. The second client is ACU.
I never
Exactly.
knew that.
It's
I never knew
ACU. It's
that.
ACU. Yeah. Let's. It's very important that we
Yeah,
the
use the correct
distinction.
terminology and understand. But
Yes.
it's like
Yeah.
Mel, we're spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a month, and so the idea that all that money is coming out of nothing just doesn't make sense, right? That makes sense.
No. To me, I actually thought it was coming out of sponsorship fees for the moment, some of the budget.
Any sponsorship fees. We haven't spent a dime of WCC money ever.
Well, now I'm actually taking a look at the budget, more closely.
We're starting
So,
now. We just passed the first budget with nonprofits.
Yeah, we're starting this month, and you're getting paid as well, Mel. So this is the very first month that we're starting to use the nonprofit
funds.
Yeah.
But to my credit and Atay's credit, a little bit, it's like a little bit. Just the confusion is that I know it's client, but as founders, generally we just call it the founder's investment, or sort of, as opposed to client, right? So it's a little confusing,
Yeah.
but we have to, right? Founder's investment, or sort of.
I mean, I guess the confusion is just the idea that if people want to get paid, there has to be client. Like that's always the model that they've set up.
Me too.
Okay, it went away. Thank goodness.
Sorry. I opened the live streaming. So yeah.
But so just the model that we've set up is that in order for someone to get paid, there has to be client work. There's no way around that. So even if there's someone investing, it's like you don't just like get free money for not doing anything. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, I could go over all the different client work that we're supposed to be paying to do, but as I've said many, many times before, we don't accomplish the client work of the client expectations month after month after month after month, right? So it's like, for you guys to not even acknowledge that we even have a client, let alone that we're not even meeting the client expectations, it kind of hits me.
Yeah, totally. I was like, we have no clients
Yeah,
yet.
Jay,
You know?
I know there
It's
is
strange,
client
for
work
sure.
like executive support,
Yeah.
the money support, the accounting, the taxis. I know their client work. We used to do that, but I I just really didn't know the name of the client. It's okay. I've
Yeah, good.
got
We had
it
the
now.
opportunity to make this very clear. Right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
It's okay. Me neither. You know, and I've been with them a little longer, so you know, I just need
yeah,
to see it there again.
what would be good is that if we had the time at some point, if people wanted to prioritize it, we can just prioritize the client relations sessions to organize all of the client relations. Because I just do that all internally, and it's like, the fact that you guys are here is great. I mean, me and Alberto could have dealt with all this our own, but it's so much better having us all here together, like all four of us, But in the future, if we wanted to sit down and really understand the Jurison Fund, understand all of that work, what it means, how it relates to the whole, and how SVG is involved, we want to do, because we want to have a scope agreement and a proposal and all of that for the other client as well, right? For Jurison Fund. So we'll get to that, but again, it requires prioritizing it, and if that wants to be prioritized, we can. For now, it just exists as it is, but it's always good to get it more organized. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jake. Yeah.
Mhm.
Sweet. All right. I'll talk to y'all
Yeah.
tomorrow.
See you later. Yeah. Ciao, guys.
Okay.
Ciao. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yep.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye bye.
I better I do storytelling or should I do it for you?